Tonight we're on the campus of Williamson High School as the Lady Lions are looking to pick up their second win of the year. Standing in their way are the Theodore Lady Bobcats with freshman phenom Parkland Floyd. Can the Lions roar and shut down the young pup, or will Theodore place a muzzle on Williamson and score a win? Let's find out now on Tuesday Night Hoops. Good evening, I'm Al Whedon, along with the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow. We're glad you're with us. Coach, Williamson might have their hands full tonight.
They do. Both of these teams are going to be very quick. They're going to be very strong going to the boards and pushing the ball. They want to get back on defense, can't give up any easy buckets. But I tell you, the atmosphere is already starting to get good. This place is starting to fill up. You can feel it, the tension that's coming with this game and the second game.
Oh, yeah, we got a live DJ here inside of the Lions Den, so it's going to be live tonight. As a matter of fact, let's put up your starting lineup to let you know who is getting the start tonight for Williamson and for Theodore. Taking a look at the graphic for Theodore, they're the visiting team. Starting, you got Jordan Woodyard, Parkland Floyd, the freshman phenom, averaging 18 points per game, Kesley Collins, Zaylee Pickens, and also Tatiana Spinks. For Williamson, Chanel Thomas, Blessing Lane, Michaela Pritchett gets the start tonight, along with Janelle Wallace and Jariah Davis. A lot of vowels tonight, Coach, so I got to take my time. Surprisingly, leading scorer Peyton Davis averages 12.3 points per game. She's not getting the start tonight, so maybe this is a strategy that Coach Tanika Robertson-Howley is trying to employ against the Lady Bobcats.
Well, I think that they're trying to match up. I know that both teams have had some sickness, and that might have something to do with this game tonight as far as getting up and down the court.
It possibly could. You're right about that, Coach Arrow. Our first time here broadcasting on the campus of Williamson High School, so we appreciate the principal and administration for letting us come on campus. As you can see, the Lady Bobcats decked out in black tonight, and Williamson in the home white.
I think you're going to see a lot of that tonight, Al, of both sides getting on the floor, fighting for rebounds, fighting for loose balls. I got a feeling this is going to be a very, very rough and tough ball game.
And speaking of the matchup, Chanel Thomas at 4'9", tipping off right here. We're going to have a redo on that tip-off going up against Zaylee Pickens, who is 5'6". Quite interesting combo right there, Coach. We'll get underway, and then we'll visit your Arrows targets here in a moment to get an idea of what do you think is going to play out here during the ball game.
Well, it's funny how much similar these teams are. They really play their size. They each got 4 freshmen that are going to get into the game a little bit at a time. But this is going to be a great matchup.
Two very young teams. There's the freshman phenom right there, Parkland Floyd. We've covered her as a 7th grader and as an 8th grader. She's played with Theodore, and it's going to remain Theodore's basketball. Now she is a true freshman at Theodore High School.
Right. And I tell you what, she might be a freshman on paper, but she plays like a senior.
Averages 18 points a game, 6 boards, and 5 steals per game. She can definitely handle the rock.
The ball goes through her. The way she goes, they are able to score, able to push the ball down the court. And there she is right there.
Floyd hits the 3 to get us started off here with our first points of the ball game.
For all the young kids that are watching, watch her release. She really has a pretty release. She gets it up high. By the time she gets to be a senior, she's going to be something to be really, really reckoned with. If there's 5 more freshmen in this state better than her or as good as her, I'd like to see them.
She definitely has a skill set that is one of a kind.
Williamson starting out in the 2-3 zone. Coach said that they would probably do that because they really, really like Theodore likes to push the ball. They think that they can slow him down on the attack.
Speaking of the attack, moving in with the shot, Jordan Woodard rebounds off, rebound to Theodore. And we may have our first foul of the ball game here.
You know, I might want to say, too, that both of these teams are turnover prone, and that has a lot to do with so much inexperience on the court. I know Theodore, and I'm not going to get away from some of the targets that we have, but that's one of the targets. But they've got to take care of the ball, both bunches.
Nice pass down low to Jariah Davis, and she scores it, and the Lions are on the board. That foul earlier went against Blessing Lane, her first foul of the night. Look at Floyd getting direction right there from Coach Tassie Worsham.
See, when she has the ball against man-to-man, they do a lot of picking for her. In the zone, they don't do as much picking for Parkland.
It's going to remain Theodore's basketball here.
This is going to be this is going to be fun to watch.
Floyd inbounding the ball. Turnover, Williamson's basketball. As you talked about it, two very young teams we have here tonight. Not very many seniors are on either team.
They're going to have freshmen and sophomores going in and out of this game. This might be the youngest two clubs in this area.
Williamson has one senior, and Theodore has one senior as well, a couple juniors. So it's a bright future for both of these schools.
It is, and it's 4-4 on freshmen also.
That's a three. It is good, drained by Janelle Wallace.
Tell you what, they're very patient. They worked the ball, popped out to the corner. She made the shot.
Foul on the penetration there by Zaylee Pickens.
Kesley Collins also, I got to say, I saw them play the other night. And Kelsey is a really good complement to Parkland. They do a good job with one another.
That foul on Chanel Thomas of Williamson.
That's a good backcourt. You got a sophomore and a freshman in the backcourt. How about a team at this level putting the ball in the hands of a freshman? I tell you what, there's not too many teams that do that
Not
either.
too many. Back-to-back fouls on Chanel Thomas, so she's going to have to get some time on the bench. Michaela Pritchett checks back in for Williamson, 4'11" guard. She's a junior. Matched up right now against Zaylee Pickens. They go down low. Basket no good. I think it's going to remain Theodore's ball, and it is.
You know, surprisingly, Al, there's only been one turnover with both bunches, so hopefully that'll keep doing the thing.
Jonathan King, T.J. Roberts, and Calvin Dulaney putting in officiating work tonight for the contest. Nice pass into the lane. Pickens shot no good.
Rebound.
And they're going to fight for it on the floor. And we have our first possession arrow call. Jump ball is going to go to Williamson. Take a look at the replay right here, Coach.
Yeah. Nice finish inside, reach inside, and she gets her own rebound. That's real important for the young people, too. Shoot the ball and then go get your rebound. Just assume that it's not going in. If it does go in, that's a positive for you.
Traveling called against the Lady Lions, turning it over to Theodore. Parkland Ford's 5'6" freshman. We talked about her in the intro. You've seen her for the past couple of years. She is something else, Coach Arrow.
Coach Worsham's doing a good job of making the calls.
And I just jinxed her. She was ripped, but she gets it back. Steal for both teams. Shot is up, and it is off. Floyd with the rebound.
I think that zone right now they're starting to pick four out of the zone. They weren't doing that earlier.
Nice rebound by Williamson as they take their time. Janelle Wallace running the point, double teaming her, and Theodore is going to get the steal. No, back into the hands of Williamson. Wide open down low. Blessing Lane shot no good. Gets the rebound, and they can't capitalize. It is Theodore's basketball.
So far, there's good ball movement around. They're getting good shots. You know, the score may not indicate it's 5-3, but the shot selection, I think, for both bunches have been very good. Here they go working the ball around. Now, they were attempting, they were going to pick for Parkland, but right now they have a good ball fake and a foul.
Blessing Lane's going to pick up her second foul. And that's 3 team fouls against Williamson. Decision time for Coach Holly. I think she's going to have to send in a reserve and get Blessing out.
The fouls are starting to mount up early, very early.
Aubriana Farrington checks in. She's a 5'8" center, sophomore for Williamson. You're right about that. Theodore has no fouls so far in the ball game.
they need to start attacking. They're looking just to pass out wide. There's a little pick there for the corner. There's not enough ball movement to go against that zone. They've got to reverse that ball and go inside and go backside.
But this is the first time that Coach Holly and Coach Worsham have faced each other in an actual ball game. They played some summer ball before, but I think this tactic Coach Holly's bringing in tonight is definitely making a difference. She's a vet, been here 20 years. That is huge to be in one position in high school in basketball. That foul on Zaylee Pickens going to be her first foul, first team foul against Theodore. So maybe this is something she saw on some tape, Coach, she's employing tonight. It's working so far. Williamson up 5-3.
You know, Coach Holly won a state championship at LaFleur when she played there, and she played at South Alabama. Then she was a graduate assistant at South Alabama, and then she came straight to Williamson as a head coach.
Pickens shot is
nice
up,
shot.
no good.
And a rebound, offensive rebound.
And they work the glass.
Spinks made that bucket, got the offensive rebound and put it back in. Good positioning inside.
Trying to go down low to Jariah Davis. Turnover on the play. Who has it? Jordan Parkland gives it up.
Good
and she
strong
is fouled
move
on the play.
To the hole. Got fouled. Usually when you get in there and you make a strong move to the hole, you're going to wind up getting fouled.
Gonna send Parkland to the line. Our first free throw attempts of the night. Not Parkland, I'm sorry, that's Jordan Woodyard. Woodyard at the line, and her shot's no good.
She's been around that rebound all night long. Both of these bunches, if you don't box out, they're going to go to the offensive boards.
And Woodyard's second free throw, no good. Stolen by Woodyard as she goes. The steal, the score, no good. She's fouled on the play. It looks like Peyton Davis is going to pick up that foul, and that will be her first.
That bear about turnovers is starting to add up right now. I have Williamson for 4, and I have Theodore for 4.
That is Williamson's 5th team foul. So for the rest of the first quarter, Theodore will be shooting. Woodyard misses that one.
The young kids that are watching now, watch and see, when you come up from a free throw, you actually have 10 seconds to shoot the ball. Don't just come up, shoot, come up, look at the rim and see where you're going to shoot the ball. Take your time up there.
I like that, Coach. Take your time.
Take your time.
There's
you
no
got
rush.
10 seconds. You got 10 seconds. Just take 3 of them.
That's a good observation. You're right about that. But they're in a rush. We're tied.
Now here's
6-5.
Theodore's 1-2-2 half court. They've got to have somebody coming to the middle to be able to hit that ball, get that ball to the middle. The good things can happen. Against a 1-2-2, that middle is going to be open.
Trying to work it down low to Aubriana Farrington. Does not work. Turnover on the play. Look at Jordan Woodyard running the floor as she gets the easy lay-in. Coach Holly looking back to Michaela Pritchard to bring her back into the ball game for a surge of energy.
You know,
the Lady Lions.
It's one thing to turn the ball over, but then to give up a layup, that's just double trouble.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Woodyard. It's Williamson's basketball. Coming up here shortly, Coach Arrow will get up your Arrow's targets and let you talk about what you see in these two teams tonight as to how they're going to execute and try to get the win. Speaking of the win, Williamson only 1 win on the season so far.
You know, Coach thinks that they're getting better and better. They're so young, both these teams. By the end of the year, they're going to be really good or a whole lot better than what they are now, both bunches.
Zaylee Pickens with the slight Euro step in the lane. And Theodore trying to open it up. 5-point lead right now in front of Williamson.
Another turnover on Williamson.
That ball intended for Pritchard. She couldn't hold on to it. And another quick foul against Williamson, I believe.
You know, one of the things that Coach Holly was talking about with this young bunch, they got 2 bad things that they're doing right now. They're turning the ball over at too much of a fast pace, and they're also not shooting their free throws well. Those are 2 things that you can't win close games if you can't do both of those things, or at least one of them.
Pickens, first free throw, no good.
Starting to substitute. I think the weather outside, sickness, I thought it's starting to kick in because a lot of these girls, when I've seen them play before, they were playing longer minutes.
Right.
They're coming in and out quicker.
Theodore comes into the ball game shooting 65% from the line.
See that time she took more time.
She took more time,
she
concentrated.
Put the ball, looked up there.
I believe Wallace kind of forced that inbounds pass right there. It's going to be a turnover.
They've got to get to where they're cutting off short so you can get a quick pass out of bounds. That far pass is not good. Bad things are going to happen. Nice cut to the hole.
Shot no good by Tatiana Spinks. Williamson back with the basketball. Right through the hands of Janelle Wallace into the hands of Parkland Floyd as she picks up the easy layup. And we're under 1 minute, Coach Arrow.
The difference in the game is the turnovers. Williamson is really turning that ball over. Almost had another one. Nice pass.
Look at Pickens with the levitation and hesitation.
And who
and
delivered
scores.
it?
Parkland Floyd.
She's got, not good, she's got great peripheral vision. I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of women college coaches coming through here to look at her.
They will need to. If they hadn't started looking at her already, Coach Arrow, she is something else. She's just getting started tonight. I'm pretty sure she's going to be turning it on as the ball game unfolds.
She plays with so much poise. Here's a 1-2-2 trap again by Theodore.
And they somewhat broke it there.
Yeah.
We have a foul against the Lady Bobcats.
Nice ball movement.
Foul on Zaylee Pickens.
You know, Williamson hasn't been able to get into any type of pressure defense, which they're good at, full court or half court, because they're turning the ball over before they get a chance to do it.
Lady Lions are shooting 36% from the line this season. Shot right there, Tashi Warsham. Davis misses both free throws. Parkland Floyd with the rebound, going coast to coast, straight to the hole, like you said, Coach Arrow.
She doesn't even hesitate. If you give her an inch, she's going to take it.
Cross-court pass, and that's going to be a foul. 3 shots coming up for little Michaela Pritchard as she heads to the line.
You know, the shot selection, I don't know how good it was, but it's better than what they've been getting. So they've got to, see, they're not getting the ball inside at the free throw line or the blocks against the zone. You've got to get the ball inside some to reverse it to the backside or penetrate and pitch to the other side. Just reversing the ball, you just will wind up with probably not a 3-point shot and
right.
Probably not a very good one. The 3-second pause for free throws.
And here's the last shot for Michaela Pritchard.
Tell you who's getting up on the boards good is Jaria Davis. She's getting up there hard. She's playing hard.
Appears to be our last play here of the first quarter. Floyd running the floor, throws it up, no good. So after one, Theodore's on top 17-8. We'll take a quick break, come back, look at Coach Ronnie Arrow's targets as we head into the second quarter.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
And that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
make sure you mark your calendar. I know I've marked mine at the house. The kids are counting down, Coach Arrow. Christmas break is headed your way. 8 days away, December 23rd through January 3rd. If you're not aware of this one, you must be in a whole sleep somewhere, because I cannot wait. I'll put it to you like that. So my twins are ready.
Al, is it just me, or does it seem like every other day there's a break in the schools?
It could be. But
There's a holiday.
We're about to
there's
have
this
a
or that.
2-week break coming up here soon.
I used to hope for days like that when I was growing up.
Let's get up your arrows targets, Coach. Tell us what you got in mind for both of these teams tonight with your targets.
Well, Theodore, they've got to take care of the ball. They're averaging 24 turnovers a game. They're actually taking care of the ball good tonight. And then they've got to play physical, because Williamson will hit the boards and they will put pressure on you. Unfortunately, they're turning the ball over too much. They've got to take care of the ball. They're averaging, one thing about Theodore, here's an interesting stat. They're giving it up 24 times, but the teams that are playing them are having an average of 39 turnovers a game.
Wow.
And Williamson's right on target for that. And then they've got to keep the ball out of Parkland Floyd's hand, because when she has it, Coach Worsham is happy. Everybody's happy on their team, because she makes things happen.
Yeah, you're right about that. I like how you put, for both of them, they need to take care of the ball, first of all. But you're right. You got to keep the ball out of Floyd's hand.
And if Theodore hadn't been taking care of the ball better tonight, it would have been just a game of turnovers so far.
17-8 is our score as we start the second quarter. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow, you're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. We appreciate you joining us. This is an out-of-area contest. Theodore is a 6'8" team. Williamson is a 5'8" team. Parkland Floyd calls for the timeout. Coach Worsham saw something she didn't like, so she wants to talk to the girls about it. 30-second timeout. Theodore 6-3 on the season. They went 20-14 last year and lost to Pike Road in the Sweet 16. Williamson, as we said, 1-6 so far on the season, and they went 3-19 last season. So not a good season last year for the Lady Lions. And Coach Holly told me, she said, we're young, we're developing. But she's probably been down this road before. It's just 20 years in, Coach Arrow, so there's nothing new for her.
I'm sure in 20 years that she's seen young teams like she has this year.
Right.
You know, she has 3 starters back from last year's team, and Theodore has 2 girls back from last year's team. So that part of it's pretty equal. The difference in this game is right now it's 9-4 in turnovers that Williamson has the 9, and that's the difference in the game. They're still in that 2-3 zone, and actually it's been pretty good for them. They're not attacking the middle. Theodore needs to be look at the middle, it's wide open. Nobody's breaking in there.
Going to remain Theodore's ball. Good observation, Coach Arrow. No one in the lane except maybe 2 Williamson Lady Lions playing defense right there.
And one of the things Theodore does, they run horns, like they have 2 high posts at the top of the circle, and they pick for Parkland coming off. They can do, and I thought they were going to do it a while ago, pick one of the ones at the top of the zone. I think they're going to wind up doing that here in a little bit. Because it's open.
Gives it back to Woodyard.
See, there's no hitting of the middle. Throw over.
Floyd shot no
nice
good.
Rebound.
Rebounded. Tatiana Spinks couldn't get the shot back in. Williamson just kind of throws that one into the air, and they're fortunate. They're going to get the ball. It went off the shoulder of Tatiana Spinks.
You know, Coach was saying, Coach Worsham was saying this is the first year that she hadn't had a big girl. She was used to having Bingham last year at 5'10", 18 points and 10 rebounds. So that's taken away. They went to the Sweet 16 last year, and they had Floyd on the outside and had her on the inside. What a combination that was.
Yep, and I get to see Bingham down at Bishop State. I'll see her Thursday, as a matter of fact, Coach Arrow.
Okay.
She's doing pretty well. She's a freshman.
Good.
She's doing pretty well. Getting adjusted to JUCO ball. You know the deal.
Good old JUCO ball.
Foul against Blessing Lane. Picks up her 3rd personal foul.
You know, you think when you're in high school, you drive the bus, you do the floors, you do this, you do JUCOs, same thing. Same thing.
Doesn't change.
No, I did 12 years in JUCO, and all of that happened.
I think we're having a mix-up Coach Holly trying to get Lane off the floor and trying to get someone substituted in. And finally, there we are. Alicia Banks is going to check in as Blessing Lane will head to the bench. Williamson features 2 sets of sisters, Shekinah Lane and Blessing Lane, and also Tanaya Davis and Jariah Davis.
Right.
I wonder if we're going to see them all on the floor at the same time.
That'll be interesting. Nice crossover. See what she does.
Nice.
Straight down in. Oh.
And the
Nice
iron
rebound.
unkind for Peyton Davis. Parkland Floyd dishes it off the Woodyard, off the glass for the 3, no good. Theodore with the rebound and just kind of throws that one away from Kelsey Collins right into the hands of the Lady Lions, and she is fouled by Jordan Woodyard. That's going to, I believe, going to be her second, I believe.
I think when Coach Worsham looks at this game tomorrow, she's going to see how open that middle was. And I guarantee you, once they go to practice, they'll start getting that ball into the middle, either driving when it gets in there or throwing it backside. They're going to be wide open.
Jordan Bendoff at the line shooting. Free throw no good. Checking in is Zaylee Pickens.
That's been another problem for Williamson is free throw shooting. Coaches been very disappointed in their free throw shooting.
And Bendoff hits the second.
Now here comes Williams, 2-2-1 press.
They got to get across the timeline. Turnover. Stolen by Williamson. Peyton Davis, easy lay-in for her. She averages 12.3 points per game, the leading scorer for Williamson. And Floyd with the crossover. Easy layup right there for the freshman.
You know, that's what Williamson hadn't been able to do, is to get into their full court press because they've been turning the ball over. If they just take care of the ball, look at the middle. Middle's still wide open on both teams.
That's something Coach Holly told me on the phone the other day. We say we got to take care of the ball, and we've got to, take care of the ball so we can get more shots up. That's our problem. We have too many turnovers.
And they're already up to 11.
That foul called against Jordan Bendoff. That's going to be her first.
Both coaches are doing a good job of keeping their players fresh to the game, being able to get up and down the court. This is the time of the year when you're coaching, there's a lot of sickness going around.
Yep. Trap pays off for Williamson. They force the jump ball, and they will get the possession arrow, so it favors Williamson.
Yeah, little Chanel Thomas got down and got on the floor, showing some hustle. Starting to fill up there, even with the bad weather out there.
I was just looking at that, Coach. Folks coming in here to the gymnasium to check out these two opponents. Williamson trying to get it under control. Shot goes up. Peyton Davis inside the lane hits the 5-footer.
And you know what? She stayed after it. She got 2 offensive rebounds. For you, again, young ones watching, that was just effort. That wasn't any skill work or anything. That was just effort. I'm going to go get the ball.
Good hustle right there. Williamson only down 6 points here to Theodore. Theodore averages 62 points a game.
If they both bunches start taking care of the ball better, this is going to wind up being a close game.
And Williamson averages 30 points a game, so they're almost near half their average right now. So this pace and tempo is kind of forcing them. They're probably going to hit their average plus some tonight, Coach Aaron.
Yeah, exactly. I think both of them will, and there's another turnover. See, that was an uncontested turnover. There was no spacing on the court. She dribbled and then tried to make the pass. You got to have spacing with the people that you're going to be passing the ball to.
As we call it in tennis, that's an unforced error.
Unforced error.
Oh, look at that. Nice steal by the Lady Lions. Can it pay off? Shot up, no good.
Great hustle.
For Samaya Bush, but a foul on the play. And Parkland Floyd saying it should be a jump ball. And Jonathan King is, I believe, searching for a number.
Jaha got down on the floor and got that loose ball.
So it will be Williamson's basketball. No foul on the plate. Quick 3 put up, no good. Goes over the outstretched hands of Jariah Davis. And quick on the trigger,
And
Parkland Floyd, and one. as she gets the hoop and the harm.
Anytime you come down with that lead hand and come down on the ball, it's going to be a foul. You got to try and just get there and have your hand up, and hopefully they'll miss the shot with your hand being higher than the ball.
Chanel Thomas picks up that foul. I believe that is her third. And Floyd will go to the line to shoot the free throw.
She's so poised with the ball. Even without the ball, she's ready to do a backdoor, come get the ball. She was begging for that one. She shot it when it came down. It's going to hit the rim. She bent over like, go in.
Can't complete the three-point play. We have a timeout on the floor. 30 full timeout called by Tanika Robertson-Howley of Williamson. We'll take a break and come back. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope. There's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to? Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
Join Homeroom with Renee Phillips and find out the latest homework tips and what's happening inside the schools and classrooms. It's Homeroom with Renee Phillips right here on the MCPSS TV network. We appreciate you joining us for Tuesday Night Hoops. Theodore on top, 21-13.
Again, the difference in the game is Williamson having 13 turnovers and Theodore only having 7. It's an 8-point ball game.
Going to remain Williamson's ball. Coach Worsham can't believe it. She's beside herself as she walks the sideline.
She played 4 years at Ole Miss. She's a nice player there.
Yeah. It's going to remain Williamson's basketball. They're saying it's off the hands of Carly Jaha.
Got Ole Miss playing South Alabama coaches tonight.
Gotta love it.
Nice crossover.
Davis is running no good.
Left that floater a little short.
And this time it will actually go over to the Lady Bobcats. Speaking of Ole Miss and South Alabama, Coach Eric, I'm looking at a bunch of football coaches surrounding us here. Steve Mass, Marcus Cook, Antonio Coleman. I see Mike Buck, he just retired from officiating on the far side of the gym. He's talking to Coach Darrell Walton, who used to coach here, who just retired as well. So we got a lot of big shots out tonight watching the game, Coach Darrell.
Yeah, in the rain.
In the rain.
Yeah.
But it's a good place to be. You can't get windy here.
I tell you what I've been amazed at. Kids that graduate from Williamson, from Theodore, from LaFleur. I'm amazed. I went over to Theodore the other night and watched them play Baker. And the enthusiasm of old ones that students that went to the schools, how much they go back to their schools and pay attention to them and watch the games. It's really amazing. It's really nice to see.
Yeah.
Loyalty. Nice move.
Floyd shot no good, and Jaha is fouled on the play right there. Coming up with the swipe for Williamson. Janelle Wallace, I think that's her second. 4th team foul.
We don't have rebounds, but Theodore right now, I think overall is beating them pretty decent on rebounding, on second shots.
Jaha at the line shooting.
Nice
Hits the
touch.
first.
She has that little cock to it. When she comes up, she cocks, and then she goes up with it. She's got a smooth shot.
As you said, taking the time,
Yeah,
Coach.
take your time, young lady.
And she's a lefty.
Nelda gets mad when I say wrong-handers. Is that not nice to say?
Now,
you have a right hand, you have a wrong hand.
My daughter wouldn't like that. She's left-handed. She wouldn't like that.
All the left-handers I know are smart. Does that help? Does that get me off the hook? Okay.
Lane violation against Williamson, so Jaha gets another shot and hits both of them. So they let her go back to the well one more time, and she came up with a full bucket, Coach.
Full bucket, and they're staying in that press. 2-2-1. Got to get somebody in that middle.
Turnover on the play. Floyd brings it across the timeline, driving in. They put pressure on her, and she turns it over. It's going to be Williamson's basketball.
This is a stat that you don't want to hear, but both of these teams are on their way to making their turnover average.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, you don't. Not in that category. There you go. Got somebody in the middle there.
Theodore up by 6 once again. Here comes Floyd. She's going to take this one to the hole, Coach. She's fouled and one. Count the basket.
Coast to
Janelle
coast.
Wallace can't believe it. Yep, they called it on you. That's your third one, I believe.
You know, she has all the ingredients for a good player. She's athletic. She's smart. She sees the court. Her peripheral vision is really good. And she's got moves that she can get around people.
And once again, Williamson has placed Theodore in the double bonus with about 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Ball stolen by the Lady Bobcats.
Another floater.
Nice drop in right there by Floyd.
See, Williamson's up to 16 turnovers. Uh-oh.
Lead extended to 10. Peyton Davis, she finds
Boy,
Gerard
good,
Davis down
good.
low. There's the hoop and the arm that's going to work for the Lady Lions.
What they did, they took the ball over to one side. They had a high post, and then they flashed them low. They didn't set them low. They flashed them low, where it's hard to guard a moving object rather than a stationary.
Foul on Tatiana Spinks. That's her first foul. Second team foul against Theodore. As Jariah Davis goes to the line, she shoots 35% from the charity stripe. Can't complete the three-point play, but Williamson gets the rebound and turns it over back to Theodore.
You know, one little note that is good. The Woodyard kid at 5'6", Jordan Woodward, she was ineligible last year because she transferred in and from Grand Bay, and she couldn't practice. Coach was real impressed with her because she couldn't practice with the team, but every day she got into the gym. Coach opened the gym for her. She got into the gym, worked on her things. She spent the whole time, and now she's being very productive, and she's only a sophomore and averaging 10 points a game.
Yeah, that's huge.
You know, if you want to be a ball player, you can't just say, I want to be a ball player. Extra work, but she showed determination and discipline for, okay, I can't do it this year, but wait until next year.
Right, right. Ariana McCovery called for the push. Under 90 seconds here in the first half.
Take your time, take your time. Nice pass.
Williamson taking their time, like you said, Coach Arrow, looking for the shot.
Yeah.
And Coach Holly wants a timeout. Down 8 points right here. 1:04 remaining. We'll take a quick break. It's a 30-second timeout. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
Hey Alexa, tell me about Mobile County Public Schools.
With 53,000 students in 90 schools, Mobile County Public Schools equips and empowers college and career-ready graduates. Several MCPSS schools are ranked among Alabama's top 10. Yearly, graduating students earned about $110 million in college scholarships and 10,000 career credentials. MCPSS is learning today, leading tomorrow. Does that answer your question?
at Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow. Leading right now, it is Theodore, 27-18. 64 seconds remaining here in the first half. Interesting first half that we have had so far. The lead is 8 points. Theodore is up, down in the coffin corner. Peyton Davis inbounding the ball. They don't really put pressure on it. Here's a three. Overshoots the rim, but look at Jariah Davis. Nice touch by Davis, Coach Arrow.
Yes, she's playing good. Here comes their press. If they can score and not turn the ball over, they can start doing some things to hurt Theodore and make them turn the ball over, but they're not giving themselves a chance if they keep turning the ball over.
Theodore calls a quick timeout. 30-second timeout here by Coach Worsham. She saw the pressure you were talking about Williamson was putting on them because they get another bucket. They're going to cut this thing within 2 scores.
Hey, she's got a quick trigger. If she sees something she doesn't like, timeout. And the girls respect that because they're looking for that. They knew they were in trouble. That saved the turnover. Is tonight football coaches night?
I'm telling you, it must be a football clinic going on. Coach Tashi Worsham, she's in her 3rd season over here at Theodore.
That's the way to break. Nice break.
They break through that and fouled on the play.
Everybody was in the right positions. They got the ball down one side. Instead of throwing it to the middle, they worked it down the sideline and drove to the hole. They got a foul.
That
Very
foul
nice.
on Jariah Davis, her first foul, is going to send Kelsey Collins to the line, shooting 2 shots.
And I would say that timeout might have led to them getting that good shot and calling that play by Coach Worsham.
Correct. Collins, a 5'3" sophomore guard here for the Lady Bobcats.
I like her also. That's a heck of a backcourt with Parkland and her. One freshman, one sophomore. They're going to have a backcourt good for a number of years.
Hits the first, misses the second.
There. See, she could have even moved in closer to the free throw line. There was nobody in the middle there.
Peyton Davis puts up a 3, no good. That 3 goes off the back of the backboard. And that is probably against all the rules. I think that's definitely going to be a turnover, Coach. Now, I've seen them go at the top of the backboard, but that one went on the back.
I thought she was kicking a field goal.
Yep. Jordan Bendoff, she had to get it up. Under 30 seconds to play here. And we have a stoppage.
Turnover.
She tipped the sideline. Oh, no, traveling. Jonathan King with the call, so a travel done by Kelsey Collins. It's going to be Williamson's basketball with 12.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. They get it in to Peyton Davis. Can she score?
And she gets her own rebound.
The hoop in the horn and one coming up for Davis.
That's what you call staying after. She missed the shot, went over to the other side, got her own rebound, laid it up. Again, that's not skill work. That's just effort. You don't draw those plays up. That's just effort.
That foul on Jordan Woodyard. I think that's her 3rd. I got to check with our statisticians tonight to get my foul count together. This is the free throw.
Peyton Davis, who got the rebound, was shooting a free throw, averaging 12.3 points a game and 4.8 rebounds a game. She's an active young lady.
.2 seconds remaining. This could be our last play of the first half. Pickens gives it over to Woodyard. She's got to get it up, and she does not. So at the half, our score 28-23. Theodore on top by 5. We'll take a break. We'll take a break and come back. Halftime's headed your way here at Williamson.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
It's your time, it's your season, and you are made for more. More confidence, more style, and more bling. The Genuine Bling is here to deliver you more bling and more fashion. With new styles added daily, you can shop anytime and look fabulous. Join me, Charmaine Watson, on the $5 Frenzy every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. It's cute, it's fabulous, it's fashionable, it's $5, it's paparazzi.
We are live inside of Williamson's gymnasium here. It is Tuesday Night Hoops halftime, and right now a presentation taking place on the floor. We're going to try to get the audio here. A presentation is being made to the women's basketball team with some jerseys from one of the former classes here at Williamson High School. 2015 class and 2016 class making a donation back to the Lady Lions basketball team. So it's a $4,000 donation along with some uniforms for the Lady Lions basketball program. Great, great give back right there. Something you talked about earlier, Coach. Folks coming back to us at school.
It's amazing how many of the people or the students that go to the school at certain schools will go back years after years, and their kids will go to that school. I'm really amazed at that. It's really nice.
Take a look at first half stats here, Coach Aaron. As you see the score, 28-23. Field goals, 13 for 24 for Theodore. And the three-pointers, 1 for 9 and 1 for 7. Both of these teams, Williamson shoots 15% from the three. And for Theodore, they shoot 21%. So not really heavy three-point shooting teams.
No, everything is about equal. But the biggest thing, again, is what we've been talking about. Williamson's got 17 turnovers, and Theodore's got 10 turnovers. So they're about to do their average.
And look at the rebounds. You thought it would have been a much larger deficit that Williamson would be under, but they're only within 1 rebound of Theodore, Coach Aaron.
Yeah, no, I really thought that Williamson, they'll hit you. I mean, they're tough. They go to the boards. They'll dive on the court. In a way, that doesn't surprise me about the rebound. I think that they're going to be doing the same thing. Peyton Davis, she's a workhorse. I mean, she gets in there and she knocks people around and comes out, goes and gets her own rebound and lays it in.
All right, we'll take a break and come back on the other side and show you a recruitment video about if you're interested in teaching with the Mobile County Public School System. Stand by. It's headed your way along with the third quarter.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Cresel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students, who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb Southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best. Team MCPSS.
I have known since I was in 4th grade that I was going to be a teacher. I really just truly enjoy coming to work every day and working with different sets of kids and just watching them grow and learn.
I couldn't see myself doing anything other than teaching children, being a part of children's lives, being able to inspire them in a way that some people just aren't able to do. And to know that every day is a new day, a new opportunity to make a difference in the child's life means everything to me.
Mobile County Public Schools completes about $100 million in school construction each year. And we're looking for new contractors and construction vendors to help us ensure that all students are learning in top-notch facilities. Is your company interested in becoming a construction vendor for Mobile County Public Schools so you can bid on these projects? We need contractors, plumbers, HVAC installers, roofers, electricians, painters, and more. Follow these steps to become a vendor. Number 1, complete the vendor application online. Under System, select Business, and then under Resources, click Vendor Online Application. Number 2, enter the vendor portal. Click Apply to agree to the terms and click Save and Next. Number 3, enter your business information as prompted. A tax ID number or social security number will be required to complete the application. At the bottom of each page, click Save and Next. To find out what projects are currently open for bidding, visit mcpss.com/bid invitation. Follow MCPSS Facilities Facebook page and email facilities to receive notifications. Complete these easy steps, and your company soon may be part of Team MCPSS.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our 4-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind: to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
I believe my child's school is probably one of the best ones I could have picked in Mobile. She's in the PACE program. The teachers are phenomenal. The principal, couldn't ask for a better principal. The research that I had done myself, I believe the quality of education in Mobile County Public School System is excellent. For me and my child, I'm going to stick with the public school system. I think it's the way to go.
We're about to start the third quarter. Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. Theodore on top, 28-23. Al Whedon, the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow here on the campus of Williamson High School, bringing you the action. Coach, interesting first half, as we talked about during halftime, between these two programs.
It's not surprising to me that it's this close. I think everybody has been doing what they need to do to win the game, but the turnovers are there. And with a young bunch, both bunches are so young, with playing 4 freshmen at different times and stuff, it's going to be able to see. I think the difference in this game right now, whoever's going to win it is going to be able to take care of the ball. And speaking of taking care of the ball, we have a quick foul already against Theodore. First foul of the second half, just that quick, called against Kelsey Collins. Yeah, good. Got the ball back to the middle. And after the quick foul, Williamson turns it back over to Theodore, and just that quick. They were doing it so nice. They got the ball to the middle, and then the pass over to the backside went crazy. Lions coming with the full court press. It is tipped. Goes to the hand of Woodyard. They force her down in the coffin corner. Double team. She bounces off the leg of Jariah Davis. And they're going to get a push on
this end of the floor.
You know, this past summer, Woodyard and Floyd, they got to work out with the United States Gold Team in Iowa, and that's quite a tribute to them. Get the good. Very nice. Got the ball to the middle, kicked it out, got a wide open shot. Can't ask for anything. Thought maybe she could have moved in just a little, but the movement of the ball was good.
Hey, just a little bit. Heading to the bench is Jordan Woodyard. I thought they said she picked up her 4th foul, but the shot clock operator has not changed the foul count yet. And I think that is our 4th foul. I think they have some issues trying to get there. It is. So that was Woodyard's 4th foul.
Yeah, that's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
But she's going to have to go sit.
So she picked up 2 quick ones. I'm sorry. Kelsey Collins picked up 1, and then Woodyard picked up 1. So Theodore down 2 fouls right here as we start the 3rd quarter. Quick turnover. Look at Williamson putting on the pressure in the heat. Davis throws it up, no good. Parkland Floyd pushes it up the floor, dishes it nicely to Pickens. But Pickens took the cha-cha slide. That's a walk, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, Theodore now starting to turn the ball over early in the 2nd half. I think Coach had a good talk. Coach Worsham had a good talk about getting that ball to the middle against their zone.
Now, you know down south you got to say you have good talking to.
A good talking
to. Good talking to. That's what she had. Michaela Pritchett checks
relate.
out. You can relate?
I can relate.
You've been down here a few years, haven't you?
Texas is close enough.
There you go, Coach.
Yeah.
Over the top, they get it to Jariah Davis.
Nice pass.
She works it down low, and that's going to be a walk against Blessing Lane. Too many steps.
Both bunches give themselves a chance to set up their presses. Both bunches have come out the 2nd half pressing.
Pickens dribbles it off with a foot and gets it back. Nice dump down, but she cannot handle it. Tatiana Spink, so it's a turnover on Theodore. Williamson's basketball.
Well, I think both bunches now are really doing what they want to do to win the ball game. Both of them are full court pressing, half court, getting the ball, putting pressure on the ball, whether it's man or zone. Both of them are in zones now, half court.
Peyton Davis fouled on the play. 2 shots coming up for her. We're going to call that one on Tatiana Spinks. That's her 2nd foul. So the Lady Bobcats in foul trouble early here in the 3rd quarter. That's their 3rd team foul as Davis heads to the line shooting. 51% free throw shooter.
Take your time, young lady. Find that rim.
Yeah, don't listen to us jinxing you. Just
they need to
zone in.
They need to come to our classroom on Sundays. We have it at Covenant School there, Christian School, and then on Mondays we have it at E.R. Dixon Elementary School. So if you have any kids grades 2nd grade through 12th grade, the older ones can't come to me now to their last high school game. But if you're interested in skill development, come see us.
Theodore gets the outlet pass down to the lane right there. Parkland Floyd with the assist. Tatiana Spinks going to the line for the and-one opportunity. Jariah Davis picks up her 2nd foul. And Spinks completes the 3-point play.
I know they had a compliment to Mr. Threadgill at halftime, and 2 of his sons have come to the classroom off and on. And what a job he's done for the school district. Just a great guy.
Foul on the play.
You know what's happening? What's happening is they're holding on to the ball long enough where they're getting fouled and not turning the ball over. Both bunches.
They're going to call that one against Parkland Floyd, her 1st foul. And Coach Arrow, that's the 4th team foul against Theodore. So 1 more foul will put Williamson in the double bonus, and we haven't even touched 5 minutes yet here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they came out and got some early fouls.
Pressure on Williamson. And that pressure pays off for Theodore with the steal and score. Kelsey Collins with the easy lay-in.
And here they come right back with that press. 2-2-1 press.
Chanel Thomas better watch it. They're going to get on the walk, but Parkland Floyd had her eye on it with the steal and score. Quick timeout call by Tanika Robertson-Holly. She wants a 30-second timeout to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a shame, Coach Holly. They were doing good. Then they, boom, started turning the ball over again.
Lead is 9 points. Theodore on top right now, 35-24. As we said, Theodore averages 62 points per game, giving up 61 points. Now, Williamson is almost to their average, Coach. They average 30 points a game.
Yeah.
And
They're doing some good things, but those turnovers just eat you up.
Yeah, that's eating them up.
Just eat the quickest way. I used to tell our guys, quickest way to the bench is to turn the ball over.
Don't forget, at the conclusion of this ball game, we'll take a quick break, then we'll come back and bring you the boys in action. That should be a good one tonight. Our first look at Williamson. You saw Theodore this past Friday night. You went to see them against Baker, didn't you?
It's interesting because Theodore boys has lost their last 2 games against good teams in double overtime both.
Wow, that's something else.
So it's hopefully tonight we'll see what's happening. That was a heck of a game last week with Theodore and Baker.
I think you told me went to double overtime.
Double, yeah. Their last 2 games been to double overtime.
Look at Tatiana Spinks working inside of Davis, but cannot complete the basket. Davis with a nice rebound right there. Janelle Wallace back into the game with her 3 fouls, trying to stay out of foul trouble. Dribble gets out of her hands, and the crossover right there by Kelsey Collins, shot no good. Floyd with the ball, and they just surround her. Timeout called by Tassie Warsham. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more Tuesday Night Hoops headed your way right here on MCPSS TV.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the early warning truancy program. Failure to attend the early warning truancy program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
Theodore's ball.
Up 9 right now, 35-24. It is Theodore's ball, Coach.
And they can get Williamson can get right back in this thing if they just put some pressure, be patient on off, but they've got to take care of the ball.
Got to.
I know I keep saying that stuff, but you know it is what it is.
Well, your words are true. We've seen too many turnovers tonight, not taking care of the basketball. It's pretty easy.
And they went at the start of the game, both were taking care of the ball. Then all of a sudden, somebody opened the door and turnovers started coming both ways.
Flooding in the gym. Working it down low to Tatiana Spinks. A little too hard off the glass, but look at her. She's sticking in there. Pickens going to stop, pop, and no, it does not drop. Nice rebound in the paint there for Theodore.
Nice hustle by Theodore. That's 3 offensive rebounds.
Lady Bobcats really getting their hustle on, as you said. Going to bring it out, reset.
Nice patience, setting up again. Coach is doing a good job setting them up from the sideline, Coach Worsham. And the girls listening, that middle is wide open. Somebody flash in there.
Anaya Thompson throws it away. She thought Collins was going to flash back for the pass, but she stayed down on the wing and throws it away. So that's another turnover, not taking care of the ball.
Well, it's just a shame, but we'll see what happens at the end. Both bunches, 3-quarter pressing.
Shot no good right there by Wallace as she drove in. They're all on top of Chanel Thomas. The Bobcats pursuing it. They're going to call tie-up jump ball on the floor. It will remain with the Lady Lions.
That's good. Again, they got to get the ball out. There's too much space, not enough space. everybody's coming to the ball. You have no room to get to the lanes to penetrate and pitch or penetrate and get to the hole.
Stolen by Parkland Floyd. The steal and the score. Easy lay-in for the freshman. That ball forced in right there by Bendoff leads to a turnover.
Nice. You know, Parkland, Floyd could have just taken the ball and taken a little crazy inside shot, but she had enough about herself to bring the ball out and set it up. She's going to have a lot of college scouts, high majors in here on her.
Kirsten Dennis checks in for Theodore. Stolen by Janelle Wallace. She goes coast to coast and scores for Williamson.
I tell you, they hanging around. The two presses that both of the teams are running, one's running a 2-2-1 and then inverted, and the other one's running a 1-2-2.
Right. That's that mindset and the leadership of the two coaches that you have on the sidelines. We talked about it earlier. Coach Holly and Coach Warsham, they've never coached against each other in an official game, only once in summer ball year before last.
You think they could still go one-on-one against one another?
I seriously doubt that.
No?
I seriously doubt that.
Go two corners instead of four corners.
They may play a game of horse. That's how I say that. That's about it, Coach. Turnover on the play. Williamson's basketball.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, the knees don't quite do like they used to, you know.
Hey, it'll get worse before it gets better.
Right. Davis over to Peyton Davis.
If I'm not mistaken, my man Quentin went to school here at Williamson.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Our executive producer is a graduate of Williamson. Sitting there in the truck, making it happen, and we have a foul on the floor here. Jonathan King with the call. They're going to call that one, I believe, against Chanel Thomas. I think that's her fourth personal foul.
Shout out to Williamson High School class of '85.
That's right. Quentin, let's see, what was it, 85 he graduated?
85.
I wasn't going to say it.
He says it with pride.
Yeah, with
pride. Williamson pride in it. Ain't mad
That's what I was talking about, how they come back. Now somebody's into the middle. Don't need to break in there, get open, pop out a little bit if you can. There
Floyd
she's
taking
open.
her time.
Guess they're going to play for one shot.
Now, technically, this game could have qualified, but there's no shot clock equipment here, Coach Arrow. So this is an out-of-area ball game.
You know, I get asked all the time where the high school is going to go to a shot clock, and everything. When I ask people the same question, it all comes back to the same thing: that the smaller schools don't have the money financially to get the equipment for it. Whether it stays like that, and schools start coming up with money for it.
It's coming, Coach Arrow.
I think so.
It's coming.
Just like for a while they said the three-point shot wasn't going to go in there.
Kirsten Davis with her first foul, and that is the 5th team foul against Theodore. Now, I made the comment when they picked up the 4th one, we were just within 6 minutes, so the Bobcats did break it down and had some willpower, and they waited almost 5 minutes before giving up that 5th team foul, putting Chanel Thomas at the line shooting, and she misses the first.
Well, I hope she makes this one. She's worked hard in this game. I love effort. Coaches love effort.
4'9" freshman point guard here for the Lady Lions. And hits the second one as she uses the square off the backboard.
In Alabama, do you have to call backboard?
Not if you're at the free throw line.
In Texas, you do.
Not if you're at the free throw line.
Hey, anyway, it goes in. It counts.
That's right.
Good for her.
1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Lady Bobcats up by 10.
Way to look up the court. Oh, foul on the pass.
No down low cheap foul right there by Davis. Really didn't have to commit that.
But you know, it wasn't a bad foul because they were getting ready. It was a 2-on-1 down there. If they make that pass, she's got a little layup.
Third team foul, second and third team foul against Jariah Davis.
See, I think they could come up and put a pick for Parkland to be able to
And
drive.
that's going to be a
zone.
walk. So the three that Pickens puts up, no good. She took too many steps. Turnover on the play.
Well, the turnovers are still coming.
Ball forced in by Williamson right there. Turnover to Theodore. Pickens running the floor. Collins works it over to Parkland Floyd.
Whoa.
I thought Theodore was trying to hold for the last shot, Coach Arrow, but they were playing like they were trying to shoot right then.
I tell you what, as that shot clock is, or when the clock is ticking down, that ball gets tighter and tighter. It's hard to get kids
Wide open under the basket, but they sent it back out to Janelle Wallace. Her three no good.
That's a shame.
I thought Michaela Pritchard would have just laid it off the glass right there.
That's a shame.
But that's why I'm up here calling the game. I'm not on the floor, Coach Arrow.
It's that angle again that you're at.
Like last week, that angle.
Yeah,
that's
that
what
angle.
it is, that angle. So it looks like Theodore will get the last shot of the third quarter. This would count.
Boom.
And Theodore takes an 11-point lead into the fourth quarter. We'll take a break and be back. Fourth quarter action headed your way for Tuesday Night Hoops.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms, and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. I'm Al Wheaton, joined by the legendary coach, Ronnie Arrow. Theodore is up by 11 over Williamson as we start the fourth quarter. Williamson not out of it by any means,
No,
Coach Arrow.
They're not. They're just hanging around. They're not getting any further behind than what they are. They need to get a little bit of a run here. Not just to get the scoring, but to get them perked up. They need to get over the hump. And Theodore is doing a good job of keeping them from doing it.
Williamson has about 3 players in foul trouble for Theodore. I'm looking at about 2 players in foul trouble for them. Wallace with the ball, approaching the timeline. Wallace looking for some help. Dribbles it off her foot. Is it going to be knocked out by Theodore? Yes, it will remain Williamson's basketball.
There's too much hesitation with the ball. They're going, but they're not going. Then they're going to pass, and they're not. They need to either make a quick move or get off the ball. Let them get themselves a shot or get you a shot.
Hayden Davis tries to get it down to Samaya Bush, but she is fouled on the play. Offensive foul they're going to call against Samaya Bush, so that's her first foul. She thought she was fouled, but not according to Jonathan King. We're going the other way with it.
Williamson is up to 26 turnovers now. So, you know, it's getting to be that stat that I talked about, that Theodore was turning the ball over 24 times a game, but their opponent was turning it over 39 times a game.
Right.
So both of them are on their way
There's
to
another
that.
turnover for Theodore right there as Kirsten Dennis decided to walk before she dribbled. She signaled for a travel. Someone needs to come back to Samaya Bush for this ball inbound. There we go. And Jariah Davis was stuck in no man's land looking to pass as she commits the travel.
You know, Al, it's just a shame that the girls have played hard, but that indecisiveness as far as getting the ball and going with the ball and pitching or getting to the hole and finishing. There's too much, should I go here, should I go there? You got to, when you get the ball, you are the king or you are the queen. The rest of the team plays off you. You can't be looking at other ones. You are the king or queen.
Right,
In this case, you're the queen.
Williamson calls a timeout. It's a full timeout. Taking a peek inside of the huddle right there. Tassie Worsham coaching up the girls. Theodore Lady Bobcats. Yeah, she's trying to diagram the play and keep them on top of things. Lead still 11 points here. We're only just under almost 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Quick timeout called by Coach Holly.
It's interesting to see the two ways that the two coaches coach. Coach Holly's a little bit more laid back, but she still gets their attention. And then Coach Worsham is ignited.
She's a little more active, yeah.
She's
I like that, ignited.
You know what? Somebody told me a long time ago that the way that you play the game, will be the way that you coach.
Really? Okay.
If you were an aggressive player, you're going to be an aggressive coach. If you were a passive player, you're going to be a passive coach.
Nice jumper right there by Zaylee Pickens. Gets the bounce from the rim as it drops in.
Here they come. Good. Now see, this one over here should have been spread out more.
They break it and shot no good right there by Bush.
If Janelle would have been deeper and they could have passed her, she would have had a layup.
And it is stolen by Williamson, but she steps on the end line. Jordan Bendoff, good hustle by Bendoff right there. Not giving up on the play. Down 13, but playing like she's down 3.
Tell you what, Williamson isn't playing like they're 1-16.
They're not, Coach Aaron.
No, they're not.
That ball goes off of Janelle Wallace. She's the only senior on the Lady Lions team in disbelief. Like she's like, I had it.
There comes a time that a team has to learn how to win. You know, they can't just keep doing the same things. There comes enough's enough. We're going to win this thing. And then they go do it, then they do it again.
Stolen by Williamson. Turnover on the play. Hayden Davis trying to go coast to coast. Kicks it back out, but stolen by Theodore. And look at Parkland Floyd finding Zaylee Pickens for the easy lay-in for Theodore as they extend the lead. At this point, you don't want it to get out of hand, Coach Aaron.
No, you don't. You've played hard the whole game.
But you can sense it right here. Yeah. Smart move right there by Samaya Bush to throw it off the Theodore player, so it'll be Williamson's basketball. But at this juncture, you don't want it to get out of hand here.
No, you know, you've had a good game. You've turned the ball over too much, but other than that, you've had it. Now you can't just let it. Oh,
no foul.
Took a hard dive then.
Wide open, waiting for it. Peyton Davis. That's a 3. It's up and no good. Bush with the rebound. Good hustle.
Oh.
Her shot no good.
But you know what? At least they got 2 good shots. They wasn't a turnover. That's all you can ask. Just get a shot.
2 good shots, Coach Arrow. Foul on the play. I believe that's going to be committed by Janelle Wallace. That's going to be her 4th personal foul.
Yeah, so you're right. It's a 15-point ball game right now. You got 5 minutes left. You still got time, but you've got to start making your move to cut that lead down to 5, 6, 7 points to get it close, to give yourself a chance to win.
At the line shooting, Kelsey Collins. Drops in the first one.
Like I said, I really like her and Parkland as a backcourt. You know, you're in today's game, you're only as good as your backcourt. You can have all the big kids that you want, but if you don't have good guards, you're not going to win. You got to be able to have guards to be able to get the big kids the ball.
Collins goes 2 for 2 at the line.
That's interesting to see. One end of it, a 2-2-1 3-quarter press, and then when they come back, a 1-2-2 looks funny.
Blessing Lane gets back hold of it.
Drive that hole.
Bendoff back to lane, drops it up, no good. And that ball is out on Theodore, so it's Williamson's basketball.
There was a major hole there that they were able to drive in and make things happen and pitch the ball.
Shot is up, 3 no good from Jordan Bendoff. Coming out with the rebound, Kirsten Dennis. They're going to call a tie up on the floor, and the jump ball is going to go to Williamson.
That's a great hustle by Janelle Wallace for Williamson. She got down on the ground. She came up with the ball, and they get the ball. Take care of the ball, young ladies.
5 minutes left in the ball game. Working it over to Thomas. She puts up the 3. No good.
Oh,
down low with the putback. Janelle Wallace, the only senior for the Lady Lions.
She made it. She beasted the show.
Shot up, no good. Wallace with the rebound. Down low with the easy put in. Blessing Lane, the 5'7" freshman.
Get another stop. Get another stop.
Floyd on the bench right now, taking a breather. No, I'm sorry, she's out there on the floor. Another turnover for Theodore. Wallace tried to force that one in, and Blessing Lane went down. I think she's hurt. They're looking for the injury timeout from the officials, and they get it. So we'll take an injury timeout as well as they take a look at Blessing Lane.
Hey Alexa, tell me about Mobile County Public Schools.
With 53,000 students in 90 schools, Mobile County Public Schools equips and empowers college and career-ready graduates. Several MCPSS schools are ranked among Alabama's top 10. Yearly, graduating students earned about $110 million in college scholarships and 10,000 career credentials. MCPSS is learning today, leading tomorrow. Does that answer your question?
Looks like Lane may have possibly rolled her ankle as she was able to walk off on her own power. 3:56 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Woodyard on the floor with her 4 fouls. Anaya Thompson, she's another freshman for Theodore, 5'5" with the rock right now.
Think about how many freshmen have gone through this game.
It's a bunch of them, Coach Arrow. I mean, Theodore started 2 freshmen tonight.
We're going to be able to look back on this year from now and say, man, we knew when they were just little pups.
And there's still others that Coach Kasi Worsham has and Coach Holly has for Williamson. So, you know, we're going to be covering these teams for a few years. Tie up on the floor. This should be Theodore's basketball with the possession arrow, and it is.
They had it. They came from this side. They hit the middle, and then the backside cut. She was wide open, but unfortunately, she got caught up for a tie ball.
.13 lead here for the Lady Bobcats as people still file in, getting ready for the boys in action up next. Stick around for that. They get it into Pickens just in time. Down low, the Euro does not get the and one opportunity, so Woodyard will go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, in the classroom, most people are taking Euros when you go down the middle, but you ever hardly see it going from the baseline Euro. And she just did that. That was a nice move. Set them up like you're going to go baseline and come back to the middle with a Euro.
I thought that was Wallace's 5th foul. I have her with 5, but they're saying it's not. And shot is up, no good. And she does come out, so I think that was her 5th. Yeah. I didn't hear the horn, Coach. That's what's throwing me off. Like, they typically will hit the horn to signal.
Right.
And Woodyard misses both of them.
Wallace had a heck of a game. She was very physical. She saw the open person, and she scored down there.
Stolen by Theodore. As Collins is fouled on the play. Michaela Pritchett picks up her first foul for Williamson. 4 team fouls against Williamson. Theodore has not committed a foul this quarter yet.
By my stats, Williamson now has 30 turnovers.
Not a good look, Coach Harold, not a good look. That's a good look right there for the sophomore Jordan Woodyard. She hits that 3.
She's a young lady that sat out last year, came to the gym every day. Couldn't practice with the team. Coach was so happy to have her.
Another turnover and the Euro step. And one coming up for Anaya Thompson, the 5'5" freshman for the Lady Bobcats. She'll head to the line to shoot 1. That foul on Samaya Bush, her second, and that is the 5th team foul against Williamson. That places Theodore in the bonus.
18 points. They let it get away with about on the five-minute mark. They were down about 9, 11 points, and I thought they were going to make a surge and come on, but they had some more costly turnovers.
Free throw no good. As they get the bucket to drop it in. The lead is 20 here for Theodore, and that ball is going to be out on Jordan Woodyard. It'll remain Lady Lions basketball. We have a foul on the play here.
I think we were right on target with our targets for the game, well, as far as turnovers being the main ones that we were highlighting.
Call that foul on 11. Coach, I don't have an 11 on my roster for Theodore. But 11 picked up her first foul. That's first team foul.
I don't have her either.
She might be an 8th grader, something that came up from JV.
The mystery guest.
We had one last week, remember?
Yeah, we did.
We did have one last week in the Baker Viger game.
Well, you know, now they changed the rule that you can play on the JV and the varsity a certain amount of games, so they might have just moved her up tonight.
And I will share this with you from my football experience. We have one at least every Friday. So it can happen. Carly Jaha shot no good. And I think this is going to be Williamson's basketball going the other way. Yep, out on the Lady Bobcats. Theodore in a commanding lead right now, up 20. About 2 minutes remaining here in the contest. Don't forget, after this ball game, at the conclusion, we'll have a short break. Don't go anywhere, because the boys are coming up next with Williamson and Theodore. You definitely want to stick around and see that one, because the word on the curb is there is some height down here at Williamson this year. So I'm looking forward to this ball game.
Three guys that are at least 6'5" to 6'8".
Yep.
I thought it was a college team coming in here.
I don't know if that's a foul or if that is a foul, not a travel.
I'm gonna tell you what, if they fill in with the cheerleading bunch, this place is pretty well, probably about 3/4, maybe a little bit more.
I believe so, and that's great on the Tuesday night, Coach.
Tuesday night is raining.
And the weather's awful. But no better place to be than here at the gym or watching us, checking us out on the MCPSS TV.
Tuesday night hoops, can't beat it.
Ariana McCovery inbounding the ball here for Theodore.
Well, it's a shame the score wound up like this, because a hard-fought game by both bunches, but those turnovers at bad times really hurt Williamson at the end.
And at this point, Coach Arrow, Williamson right at their average. They average 30 points a game. They give up 46, so they hit both of their averages. Theodore is off their average averaging 62 and giving up 61 a game. So defensively, they definitely held suit by only allowing 30 points for Williamson. But there's more out here on the floor to get. It's not over yet.
Yeah, and I hate to keep bringing up turnovers. Right now, I have Williamson for 35 turnovers, which is almost the average we talked about of 39 turnovers that the teams are averaging at playing Theodore.
Tyson Worsham calls a timeout, but maybe this was a quick 30-second timeout. The officials seem to be confused. I thought she wanted a full. One official said it was a 30. The other official said, no, we're about to play. So I'm glad we didn't take a break.
Have you ever seen an official confused?
I have seen an official confused.
All of them told me they weren't.
I saw 3 of them confused then, Coach Aaron. I don't know what was going on. But she clearly called for timeout.
That was a side body block. I think they're ready for this game to be over with.
Less than 90 seconds remaining here in the contest. For Theodore, they're going to host Davidson this Friday. Then they travel to play Daphne a week from tonight. And for Williamson, they're going to host McGill-Tulane coming up this Friday. Then they host Blunt a week from tonight on the 17th. And there is a foul right there by Jonathan King. That was going to be called against Tanaya Davis. And, Coach, I didn't get my wish to come true with the sisters on the floor at the same time because Jariah's not out there.
Yeah. They might have heard you talking about it.
Hold on one second. I think she may be. No, she's not. No, she's not.
I think next week we have that game here against Blunt.
You got me again, Coach.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
We will be back.
Sort of like getting to be home here. Well, the anticipation of the guys' game next, plus this one finishing up this place, I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get filled, it will be close to it.
Quick foul call right there after the free throw.
Coach Worsham still working.
Blocking foul called against Collins.
And Coach Holly is.
Oh, yeah. We're in essence looking at the future here on the floor. Stolen by Kimora Hobbs and stolen back by Williamson. Chanel Thomas, Johnny on the spot, but goes out of bounds with it. It'll still remain Theodore's basketball. Whoa, that's a 3. Ariana McCovery drains it for the Lady Bobcats as we approach 1 minute remaining in the contest. Another quick foul on the floor.
She shot that with so much confidence. I mean, it's like, hey, this is mine.
Kamaya Hobbs picks up her first foul for Theodore.
They're still getting after each other. No matter what, 24-point difference, both bunches are still playing hard. Doesn't matter if you're behind or ahead. They're out there competing.
Under 1 minute remaining here in the contest. A lot of the Bobcat Nation filing in here into the gym, Coach Arrow. I see the red just to my right. And you were right about it. They're coming out tonight to support Theodore and Williamson as well.
Quentin might have some of his classmates coming in here tonight. They might have a reunion.
Stolen easy score right there by Kamaya Hobbs. And pretty much at this point, Theodore has sealed the deal, up 26 as we approach 30 seconds remaining in the contest.
They're still trying to penetrate.
I love that never give up attitude.
Never give up. Nice little step back, got blocked.
Another steal and score for Theodore. As the Lady Bobcats are close to wrapping this up and improving their record to 7-3 on the season. In the third year for Coach Tassie Worsham down at Theodore. As their Lady Bobcats will get the win 58-30. We were talking about it, Coach. In the fourth quarter, Williamson still had an opportunity. We were talking about how the fact you didn't want the ball game to get out of hand, and all of a sudden the turnover here, turnover there, and it got out of hand.
And I thought Theodore did a really good job. What we talked about at the beginning of the game, they want the ball in the hands of you-know-who.
Yeah, Parker
Floyd. And she gets it done. I mean, she's such a good player. She's not selfish. She knows that she can play, but she makes all the rest of her team a better team.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to isolate or she wasn't trying to be the big scorer tonight. She dished a lot, got a lot of assists as well, even got some rebounds.
I actually thought she could have gotten in there and gotten some more points.
Yeah,
very
unselfish.
Very unselfish.
A very unselfish player, and we're trying to get efforts to get a headset on Coach Worsham so we can talk to her about this win tonight. But a big win for the Lady Bobcats. As I said, they improved to 7-3 on the season.
Yeah, it wound up 37-20 in turnovers.
Yeah.
So, those are the things that you got to work at in practice, and both teams young, that has a lot to do with it.
All right, we have Coach Worsham on the line. Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. What did you see in your girls on the floor tonight?
I was really mad because I feel like we didn't play the best we could play. We had too many turnovers. It was undisciplined at time and weren't running the stuff, just playing wild. But that's just the coach in me. But I think we picked it up the second half, came more out and ran some of the stuff that we want, got up and down like we like. I'm still not happy with our turnovers, but I guess since we force people to make more turnovers than this, I think it helped us out a whole lot.
You know, I was going to say, Coach Worsham, what you told me pretty much came true tonight, that y'all were averaging 24 turnovers. Y'all had 20 tonight, and y'all were forcing 39, and they had 37. So you're pretty much on mark on what you told us.
Yeah, but I'm not happy with those 20 turnovers. I know where area play comes, and in the playoffs, you have to cut down on those turnovers. You're not going to be able to beat really good teams with that many turnovers, and I'm not discrediting Williamson. They are a young, very scrappy, good team, so I'm not discrediting them. But as you move farther, deeper into season, and you have to realize that you got to cut down on those turnovers.
That's right. You're right. Coach, you got Davidson this Friday night. You're going to host them. What do you have in mind for the Lady Warriors coming into the Bobcats den?
They got two really good post players that's really big, and as you guys can see, we're really small. When we played Davidson the first time, we started off really good, pushing the ball, running our press and doing what we needed to do, but we kind of got lax and stopped boxing out. As you can see tonight, we did not box out. So that's got to be the key moving forward. We got to play fast, we got to play scrappy and aggressive, and we have got to box out.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We do appreciate it, and good luck Friday night against Davidson, all right?
Thank you for all you do.
No doubt about it. Keep it right here. Headed your way. The boys are going to be in action. Tuesday Night Hoops continues right here on MCPSS TV.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity. Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that. You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
Hello, my name is Andy Bennett. I am the owner and president of Interactive Learning and the co-creator of the Chisel 365 Leadership Curriculum and Technology. For the last 20 years, I've been working in the schools and with our nation's JROTC programs. I was asked to give a real quick interview and answer a few questions about our Chisel 365 curriculum. So first question was, why did we see a need for this program? Kind of back to the name here, character, health and fitness, interactive, service, and leadership. That's what we were trying to deliver. We found that high school was too late. It was too late to wait for high school to get these students in this program that could change the course of their life, give them identity, give them a hope for a bright future. So we needed to create that earlier on and catch those kids, get them with healthy habits and communicating better, just becoming better citizens and better leaders.
Detachment, attention. The Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I'm Leadership and Character Development Corps Cadet.
The way it works, the way it's supposed to work, is a program we invite the middle kids to come in and to be a part of the program. Because we figure like this, you know, a lot of the middle school kids comes in and they either join band or they go to PE because they want to be athletes. But you still have those kids who don't want to be in band and they know they're not going to be athletes. So we recruit those kids so we can put them in the leadership program because we know leadership is something that they can use for the rest of their lives. And those kids that we bring in who are non-athletes are the ones who stay in the program all the way through. You know, even though in the 7th grade they can become athletes, a lot of them come back once their season is over. So the great thing is that we capture them, we teach them how to team build, we have fun activities for them, and they want to stay.
Well, the first thing it does, it offers them a place in the school. It is a program built for any and every student. Every student can find their place in LOTC. Every student will evolve into something greater. They do this program. It brings good out of them, brings the confidence out of them, skills out of them. It's a program that's built for all students.
When I was in the program, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was just another fun program to be in, but the longer I stood in it, I really realized how much it highlighted leadership skills, and that really made me want to stay.
So in life, it made me reach out to more people. It made me connect with others that I wouldn't normally talk to. It made me build relationships with instructors, and they have helped me throughout school.
I could not see any reason that you would not have an LOTC in every middle school. If you have football, if you have band, if you have the arts, why would you not offer this leadership program in alignment with those other groups? When you search for leadership programs, we've looked high and low. There's not a lot out there for something that I have seen with the return on investment. I don't know what it even costs to start up an LOTC program because we've always had it, but I know that we wouldn't do without it. And just recently we're looking at budget cuts and no one's looking to cut out LOTC, but it's the foundation of our culture. And we have a culture of high expectations where young men are developed into real world leaders. And that's what LOTC has provided for us.
It really helps kiddos with just leadership opportunities. We are also an international baccalaureate school, and so we use that as what we call a design course. And so kiddos learn a lot of different qualities and within the program, you know, in terms of leadership and how they can become better people, better citizens. And so all our 6th grade students take LOTC. 7th grade is an elective and 8th grade is an elective as well.
This program absolutely works. It absolutely works. We started off, like I said, with one when I got here. They put 3 more in once I got here, and now we're up to 15. And more schools all over Texas. We got 20 programs in Fort Worth. We got 29 in Dallas. We got 15 up in Houston. We got another 5 on the outskirts of San Antonio. So we got about 85 programs in Texas alone. Absolutely it works. As the rate is growing, we'll be bigger than JRTC in the next 5 years.
So let's go over some of the interviewing tips that you have found that will help you. Project Search is actually an international program. It's not just a Mobile County program. It's all over the United States. There's 2 sites here in Mobile, and Providence Hospital is one of those. Mobile Infirmary is the other site. It is in the United Kingdom, and it is an employment training program for students with disabilities. So the students have completed all of their requirements for graduation, but they are still under the school system. So at the end of this program, they will receive their diploma from Mobile County Public Schools.
There's a whole population of young people out there that want to work. It just takes them longer to learn the job skills to work. And that's what this program is set up for, where they can come into a setting and they can get the proper training from the staff, the Project Search staff, and the mentors in the hospital setting to train them these skills that they normally wouldn't be able to get once they get employed. And it's a whole year process. And some of them, it takes them that long to get some of these skills.
Brian's helped me before to change out a door gasket on one of our other units.
Instead of being in the school setting, they're in a business setting. So here, we're in the classroom for the first 3 weeks, working on our social skills and job development skills. Then after the 3 weeks, they start their actual internships.
Yep, that's right.
We see them as an extension of our family. They're interns that we're preparing for the workforce. And the hope is for them to be employed either by Providence or by some outside agency, using the knowledge, skills, and ability that we help to help them to acquire.
Once I complete the program, I would like to work in the hospital.
And why is that?
Because I like working with patients.
The Project Search program has been a wonderful, experience, meeting with people, just being around different people, and the atmosphere is just very, very overwhelming. It's just very good.
The Williamson Lions are one of the hottest teams on the Gulf Coast right now, but coming in to challenge them tonight is a sharp-shooting duo in J.J. Bush and Houston Cunningham. Can the Bobcats pull off an upset early in the year, or will these tall trees at Williamson swap away the pesky Bobcats? The action is headed your way with Tuesday Night Hoops. Good evening, I'm Al Wheaton, along with the legendary coach, Ronnie Arrow. We're glad you're with us. Coach, rumor has it, Williamson is a tall bunch this year. Can you confirm that?
I thought it was a college team coming through here. They've got 3 kids when they walk in. They look like a college team. Johnson 6'5", Bush 6'6", Evans 6'8", and they play and they go to the boards. Theodore's going to have to find a way to keep that size off the boards. They're going to have to bulk up tonight. The 2 players that Theodore has in Bush and Cunningham, they can score, but everybody's going to have to step up and be strong.
They are the sharpshooters. Let's put up the starting lineup for tonight to give you an idea of what you're going to be looking at for Theodore. Getting the start tonight, Javier Harris, he's a senior. Cam Hill, he's the point guard for the Bobcats. Also Travis Davis, Houston Cunningham, and J.J. Bush. Bush averages 22 points per game. Cunningham averages 18.5 points a game. Cunningham is a senior. He's definitely a sharp shooter. For Williamson, here are the trees. Jonathan Johnson, 6'7". Silas Evans, 6'8". Mikael Bonner, he's a forward at 6'3". Corian Hawthorne Coleman, the guard, at 6'2". And LaQuince McCants. Coach, he's the shortest one on the team, and he's 5'9" for Williamson. No wonder they're 8-2 on the season.
That's true, but if you talk to Coach Griffin, he'll be the first to tell you his enforcer is Mike Bonner.
Right.
I mean, he brings it. I mean, he's strong. He gets after it. He gets the ball to the right people, averaging 10 points and 9 rebounds a game and shooting 50% from the threes.
That is huge. That is huge. Coach Chinson Griffin, in his first year here at Williamson, he comes over from Bryant, but he's a guy that's not unfamiliar with Coach Roebling because they've coached against each other when Coach Griffin was down at Bryant. And Coach Roebling told me, he said, look, I got a lot of respect for the young man. He's a great coach. I love what he's doing. I'm glad he's got opportunity to come into Williamson. Some may say, why would you leave Bryant to come to Williamson? Well, Bryant is a 7A school, but the talent level, the depth of talent, it's a bit different here in Maysville, Coach.
Oh,
Coach Aaron.
there's no question. And they've got 5 starters back from last year's team.
Yeah.
That's why they started out 8-2. That experience you can't coach. You just got to let them get it, and that's why they've gotten off to the start that they have.
All right, let's put up your arrows targets right quick. Give the folks an idea. What do you see in this ball game tonight for both of these teams? Will they stay on target with what you're predicting, Coach?
Well, we went over some of this stuff, but Theodore, they've got to bounce back. Their last 2 games they've lost in double overtime to MGM and to Baker. Really good games. These kids have got to bounce back. That's hard to take 1, but 2 back-to-back, that's tough.
Yeah.
The other thing is they're going to have to play big. They've got to jump up, and they got to go get rebounds, and they got to keep those bigs off the boards. As far as Williamson, they got to keep Cunningham and Bush away from the ball. They're averaging 40 of the 61 points that Theodore puts up. And then again, they've got to find the size to be able to play. You might be 6'2", 6'3". Tonight, you got to play 6'5".
Yeah, you got to play above that. The tallest guy for Theodore is J.J. Bush at 6'3", and he's out there to tip off against Jonathan Johnson, who is 6'7".
This will be interesting. We'll see where this goes with the size factor, how much it influences the game.
Bush showed his hops and got on up there, but Johnson controls the tip for Williamson. Driving in, trying to get the first basket. Corian Hawthorne Coleman, no good. He is ripped. Ball still on the floor. They're going to say jump ball, possession goes to Theodore.
See, just then, Corian Hawthorne showed his quickness and ability, and he missed the shot, and he went up. That is a quick jumping young man.
Oh, yeah. And the one thing about this game tonight, Coach Arrow, Williamson, they won in the first round of the playoffs. Theodore didn't make it. So all the football guys have had time to get their legs and get rocking and rolling, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, both of this is going to be a very quick game. Williamson not only have size, but they are quick jumpers.
Theodore back with the ball. Houston Cunningham bringing it up across the timeline. The 6'2" senior. Down low,
He's
nice
averaging
flash.
18 points a game. Nice pass.
Cam Hill flashes down low and drops it in. Our first points here in the boys' game.
There's a lot of movement out there, a lot of quickness. Theodore falling back man-to-man.
Look at LaQuince McCants. Drops it down to Evans. Silas Evans cannot finish it.
He's got to go up.
6'8" center. You got to run the board at that size,
Yeah,
Coach Arrow.
when you're that close, you got to go up, attack, and flush that thing.
McCants trying to go for the steal on Hill.
I think Hill does a really good job. I really like the ball in Houston Cunningham's hands from the point guard spot where they can go in. Where they can go
Bush
inside.
with the travel. Trying to plead his case to Jonathan King. Houston Cunningham said, no, step away, it's all good. Bush is the junior, had a nice football season this past year for Theodore, and we have some stick them on the floor here. They need a towel to clean it up.
I wouldn't be surprised with and we've seen this before, with the rain outside, the moisture inside, the condensation. We might have ice skates tonight.
I will say this, between the 2 ball games, I went outside to the restroom. It's nice and cool in there.
Yeah.
I came back in and I felt the humidity and the heat instantly, Coach Arrow. So if they could cut up the AC in the gym, that would help us out a little bit. But it is a bit muggy up in here.
Coach Roblin's known for his man-to-man defense. Theodore back man-to-man. They're going to put pressure every time somebody gets the ball.
Trying to get it down to Evans. Stolen by J.J. Bush. He's going to go to the hole. Tries to throw it down, but just lays it in smartly.
And
2 points for Bush.
I'm going to say he guarded the post. He 3-quartered when they went to pass the ball in. A steal led to that 2 points. Defense makes offense.
They're kind of squeezing Silas Evans down in the paint. At one point, I saw 3 Bobcats up against him. Nice finger roll by LaQuince McCants. He brought that one down from the hip and dropped it in.
Yeah, he really did. I thought he was going to flush it. He went ahead and did a nice little finger roll.
Yeah.
I like it when Houston has the ball out front. They're setting up their offense.
McCants goes for the steal, knocks it out.
Cameron Hill needs to put that ball away. He's a senior. He should know better than that. Little activity down there. They're trying to beat up on Houston a little bit down there.
Bush with the ball, gives it up to Cunningham.
Nice.
You can
spin.
see Cunningham as he tried to plant, he slid. So good observation on your part, Coach. It may
Very
be
nice
some moisture
finish.
on the floor. Nice finish right there by Travis Davis, but I don't want any of the guys to slip or get hurt here. The floor could be possibly sweating. Almost tipped in.
That's offensive.
They're going to call it goaltending against Jonathan Johnson. He got his 6'7" frame, bit too far close to the rim.
I'm going to tell you what. You better put a tail end on these jumpers. They are not only tall, they're not only can rebound, they are so quick at jumping, getting to the ball.
Nice ball movement by Theodore. Coming right off the elbow.
Good
Bush
out
kicks
the
it
end.
back out, and that's going to be a walk against Javier Harris. Took too many steps.
Really like the pressure that each of them are doing in half court. I think both of the teams are getting a nice feel for one another. Nice
Shot no
box
good.
out. Bush did a heck of a job boxing out. Oh,
In and out for Davis. Offensive foul called against Williamson.
Cunningham took the charge. He's leading the team with 5 charges so far for the year. That's number 6.
Corian Hawthorne Coleman picks up his first. Silas Evans checks out, and Dante Bush checks in. The 6'5" junior just finished his first season of high school football, played defensive end, and he had a coming out party, Coach Harold. He loved it.
Get a little ball action at the top of the circle.
Bush on J.J. Bush, Bush on Bush.
Nice pass.
And blocked by LaQuince McCants, almost knocked out by Jacoby DuBose.
Williamson is so used to blocking shots. These outside players for Theodore, they're going to have to start ball fake. If they'll ball fake, Williamson will be up in the rafters and they can drive to the hole. But if you just catch and shoot and they're anywhere near you, they're going to block that thing.
Push and foul against J.J. Bush. That's his first.
I don't know how many block shots that Williamson is averaging, but they've already got 5.
Wow. Each team with one team foul. McCants shot is off. Dante Bush with the reverse lay-in.
See, that can't happen. They cannot get offensive rebounds. Theodore's going to be in trouble if they give up offensive rebounds like that. And that one wasn't even around the rim.
J.J.
Nice finish.
Bush
Nice
drives
ball
in
movement.
and finishes it off. Jonathan Johnson puts up the 3, hits nothing but the floor.
Missed the gym.
Houston Cunningham, he gives it over to Harris. His shot blocked, no good.
That's number 6.
That's number 6, Coach.
I got a
Easy bucket right there for Mikael Bonner. I'm going to have a talk with our statistician, Matt Moore. I don't know who is on this scoreboard here at Williamson, but I know we have 1 foul against each team, and I've seen it go from 1 to 0 to 0 to back to 1. I'm going to have to give up on it. Oh, no, but way to follow
there.
your bucket right there, Jacoby DuBose.
That was a great non-look pass from Bush. Just a junior, got another year.
Bonner puts up the 3, no good. Johnny on the spot. Jonathan Johnson. Nice putback right there for the Lions.
Can't be giving up second shots, especially to a team like Williamson. But that's their motto. That's their motto. They go get that ball.
Theodore shooting 40% from the floor this season. Williamson shooting 46.1% from the floor.
Might also add Cunningham. Houston wasn't at school yesterday. He was sick. He stayed out. They weren't even sure if he was going to be able to play tonight.
Gets the jumper from the free throw line, no good. Fouled on the play. I think they're going to catch Jacoby Dubose down low with the foul. That is his first. And to my count, that should be Theodore's second team foul, as Coach Roebling is going to send in Cam Hill and Marquise Hodge, also sending in Henry George, sending in some subs here. Williamson making some substitutions as well. Jermaine McCree on the floor for the Lions. Also, Alex Porter checks in for his first action as well.
Hawthorne and Johnson goes over to the sidelines, gets a quick rest.
LaQuince McCants is ripped and robbed. The steal and score pays off for Theodore. Marquez Hodge with the easy lay-in. McCants thought about it for a second. Williamson only shooting 27.7% from the three. And this is where they get the majority of points. Down low, and one opportunity coming up for Mikael Bonner. He averages 10.2 points per game for the Lions.
McCants really makes the team go. He's quick. While everybody's worried about the big kids inside, he's getting open outside to help get them open inside.
Henry George picks up his first foul for Theodore. Marcus Roberson checks in for the Bobcats, and at the line shooting one, Mikael Bonner. He's a 47% free throw shooter and completes the three-point play.
Coach calls him the enforcer.
I love it.
The enforcer.
You got to have one on your team.
Oh, you
got to have at least one.
Like to have 2 or 3.
Got to have at least one.
I'm greedy, though. Nice cross action underneath the goal. They've missed a couple ones breaking wide open underneath. Good ball move. Oh.
Stolen by McCants. One too many passes.
Oh.
And he is blocked by the rim. Layup no good. In the corner waiting for it, Marquez Hodge. He thought about the three, but they pull it out under 30 seconds. Let's see if Coach Roebling tells him to play for one shot here.
You know, that ought to help them. They played the last game with shot clock.
That shot blocked by Williamson. Alex Porter got his big paws down in it. So at Baker, they had a shot clock for that ball game?
Yeah. It didn't.
It didn't have an effect.
No, it didn't even get close.
Corey and Hawthorne Coleman's going to check in right quick here for the last 9 seconds. Bringing more height on the floor for Williamson. Trying to get it to J.J. Bush. They do. He's down in the corner.
Marcus Roberson checked in.
Cam Hill's got to put it up. He does. And it's no good. So after one, Theodore with a 1-point lead, 12-11. Second quarter headed your way.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
Hello, I'm Jordan Clark, and I'm in the Health Service Academy at John L. LaFleur Magnet High School. My future career is to be an obstetrician-gynecologist. With this academy, I'm learning firsthand from people already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job really makes me want to study hard and work harder towards my career goals.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. Visit mcpss.com.
We return to hardwood action for Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network. So, Coach, I put a call into my producer, checked in with my statistician, Matt Moore, and by golly, I was right. 3 team fouls against Theodore in the first quarter, 1 against Williamson, but now they reset because we're in the second quarter.
Am I supposed to be surprised that you were right?
Well, you know, it is Tuesday. I'm pretty good on Tuesday. Pretty good on Tuesday.
Nice pass. Nice pass.
Alex Porter lays it in. But ironically, we only had 1 free throw attempt by Williamson, and it was good on that 3-point play there earlier. Theodore did not get to the line in the first quarter.
That was a great penetration by McCree and shoveling off for a layup.
J.J. Bush into the lane, pops it out to Cunningham. Look at him lean in, trying to get his shot on. Rebound by Dante Bush. Mikael Bonner, they're going to call him with a travel. Checking back in is Silas Evans for Williamson.
One of the things about Theodore is, and I have to mention this, Coach Rowland's been around a while. You were mentioning about new coaches. I'm sure he's seen a whole bunch of coaches, but my man had cancer 2 years ago. He's cancer-free now, and he just wanted, I asked him, you want me to say anything? He said, yeah, it might help other people see that, be able to come back from it. And he's in an occupation. He's not under too much pressure, is he? Been sick like that, coming back, but it shows a lot of. There's no coach that thinks more highly of his players than he does. He really cares for them.
Nice floater right there, dropped in by Cam Hill. Yeah, Coach Roebling in his 20th year. I thought it was 3 years ago. It was just 2 years ago. Okay. I understand, Coach, but he's looking good. He's looking better than he was looking, and he still fought through and coached as much as he could during that battle. So,
and he coaches hard.
Yes, he does.
He coaches hard. One of the more well-respected coaches in the area, and I'm going to tell you something else. If you want to talk basketball, I go to a South Alabama practice. There's Coach Roebling taking notes. I get on a Zoom call with some coaches in Texas, and guess who's on the Zoom call?
Coach Roebling.
Coach Roebling.
Who gave you the password, dude?
Yeah, I mean, he's just a beast for basketball. If you've got a couple hours, you want to talk basketball, he's your man.
Told me that his overall record, 277 and 257, has a .519 winning percentage in his 20-year career here at Theodore.
Got some motion on the inside for the big kids. Got a little triangle there.
Bit too high for Evans to say that is something else. He's 6'8". They threw it up too high. Look at him getting them jumping. Shot does not pay off for Javier Harris.
That was a good ball fake. I thought he was going to get a foul on that.
That 3 no good for Porter. Bush pushes it up. Theodore's going to reset here.
Marcus Robinson's in for Theodore. He's in. He gets in there. He doesn't look like he can do it. He gets in there and gets some offensive rebounds. His dad runs the Alabama Kings youth program. If you want your son or daughter to be able to play in a good organization, they definitely have it. And his mom does SAT scores.
Hey, that's
bring
huge.
him up.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Foul on the play. Think they're going to get Dante Bush with his first foul. Correction on that, Coach. Not Bush. That was Marcus Robertson with his foul. The first team foul against Theodore.
It's a big difference of which one that goes for.
Right. I had the wrong team.
You know, so far, I know Houston was sick yesterday. So far, he needs to get more into it with the ball. Another block shot. I think that's 8.
Mikael Bonner levitates, cannot do it. Silas Evans works it off the glass, gets it in.
I'm surprised there hadn't been more full court pressure.
Jensen Griffin telling his guys, get up on
Nice
him.
curl. Nice curl.
And look at the
Finish
head
that
fake
thing.
from Houston Cunningham, the 6'2 senior, putting in some work here early.
And that all started with the curl with Roberson.
Right. They get it down to Evans. His shot contested by J.J. Bush. And they're going to call a foul.
You know,
Call a foul. Bush can't believe it. He thought he got all ball.
Yeah. One of the things that I've seen is if the big kids get the ball and they attack the hole, good things happen. But they're having a hard time finishing when they don't go into the goal to score. But they are active. Seniors,
misses the first.
it's going to be interesting to see where they go to college. You know, surprisingly, and I asked Coach again today, but Williamson's averaging 72 points a game and 42 rebounds a game, while Theodore's only averaging 62 points and 24 rebounds a game. So they've got to keep them off the boards if this is going to be close and they have a chance to win.
Evans got back on the board and followed up his 2 misses. And sneaking back door, Cam Hill got behind the coverage and dropped it in.
Yeah, Houston actually came off of a curl pick for him, and then he opened up to the ball and he was wide open. But the interesting thing was they got him the ball when he was wide open.
Mikael Bonner drops the 3.
The enforcer, I like that, the enforcer.
The enforcer definitely enforced that one as Williamson in the lead now 22-20. Bush is still on the floor with his 2 fouls.
They got to keep their movement going there. They're really better. Theodore's a lot better when they've got motion going.
It looks like the only one really moving is Cunningham as he's trying to run. Everyone else kind of standing still. Davis with the ball, back to Bush. They work it over to Cam Hill.
Tell you what, Porter is stuck to Cunningham.
And back to
like
Harris.
glue.
Right.
He's not getting any good looks.
Can't get any separation. Cam Hill trying to penetrate. Gets
Post
it down to here we go. Cunningham trying to make a shot, pops it back out. Could it pay off? It does. The 3 from Cam Hill. And one of our officials is going to get Quince McCants and J.J. Bush together and say, look, we're not going to have this tonight.
Yeah, they were sort of grabbing on each other over there.
Didn't call it.
That's
Didn't
good
call it.
officiating.
Right.
That's good officiating. Good
Get them
for
together
him.
and talk about it.
Yeah.
Didn't assess any technicals there.
You can let it go and then they get anxious and get into a fight, or you can correct it at the point.
Bonner's trying to hit another 3. J.J. Bush using his size and tenacity to rip away that rebound. Put up and the iron
Little
kind
floater.
for
Nice
Cam
floater.
Hill with the floater. Approaching 90 seconds remaining, and look at LaQuince McCants drives in for the easy lay-in, Coach.
Very nice drive. There was no backside help protecting the hole. Houston needed to be over there in the middle of the lane. He could have got his 7th charge of the year. Tell you what, they run some nice stuff to the hole.
Look at that give and go right there to J.J. Bush as he went to the hole and got the pass from Cunningham. Nice dime dish right there from Houston Cunningham. McCants going to shoot this one from down the bay. It hits nothing but iron.
I'm sure Coach isn't going to be very happy with that shot selection.
And Cunningham ripped but saved by Travis Davis. His hesitation pays off the end one opportunity coming up for Theodore.
That was a great finish. Davis averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds. It's a good finish.
Going to call that foul on Alex Porter, his first. And first team foul against Williamson.
You know, I've got turnovers, 4-3. So I might have missed 1 or 2, but overall it's been pretty much. Now, shot blocks. there's been more shot blocks than turnovers, which is
double
good.
Digits.
That's good for Williamson.
Free throw not good for Travis Davis. He's a 73% free throw shooter. Did not drop that one as we are under 1 minute here in the first half. And Coach, you were right. It's been up and down, up and down. I didn't think we were that close to halftime, and we are.
We are. Very good ball game. Well executed by both bunches. Well, I like Houston having that ball at that point spot, igniting the offense, but
they were up 5.
Bush does well there too.
Bobcats going to play for the last shot here. Watch out for Houston Cunningham. He's one of those sharpshooters. They double team him. Get it over to Travis Davis. Puts up the 3 at the buzzer. No good.
He had to get that one up.
He did. And Theodore is going to take a 5-point lead into the locker room. Quite an interesting first half. Coach, as you told us, very up-tempo here with this first half that we've had.
Whenever you have the shot blocking ability and them using it, I have them for 8 block shots. That's phenomenal for a high school game. These 3 guys really protect the hole well. They come to the ball. They react to the ball. The bottom line is, I think that Theodore is executing their offense and coming off those picks on the backside very well. And they're finding them to get the easy layups.
And they're not intimidated by the height of Williamson at all. They are fighting with tenacity down in the paint against these trees that Williamson has.
Yeah, no question. And they're ahead. And Cunningham, Houston, really hadn't gotten into the offensive flow yet.
You're right.
So if he gets into it and things keep the same way, Williamson will have to do something about that.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, and bring you some halftime stats. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV.
Our children with special needs deserve a place to play. That is why we are coming together to build the Miracle League of West Mobile Schmidt Family Park. It will include a special needs ball field and playground, regulation baseball and softball fields, and more. We have raised more than $1 million and construction will start soon. But we need your help to complete the project. Visit mcpss.com/Miracle League to donate and to learn more. Any dollar amount will help bring a smile to a child's face. Together, we can make a miracle.
Part of the experience of going to the Mobile Museum of Art is that it's there for everyone.
Art is there to inspire, to give you other perspectives, and to make you think outside of yourself.
The museum offers a critical service to the culture of the community.
It's providing the opportunity to have eyes open.
It's your time, it's your season, and you are made for more. More confidence, more style, and more bling. The Genuine Bling is here to deliver you more bling and more fashion. With new styles added daily, you can shop anytime and look fabulous. Join me, Charmaine Watson, on the $5 Frenzy every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. It's cute, it's fabulous, it's fashionable, it's $5, it's paparazzi.
At Mobile County Public Schools, we believe it starts with us. That's why we offer Signature Academies.
I'm Tracy Tran, and I'm in the Healthcare and Dental Academy at Theodore High School. In the Dental Academy, I'm working alongside dental professionals getting hands-on training from those already working in the industry. Shadowing them on the job makes me want to work even harder because now I know what I want to be.
Signature Academies are open to all students in Mobile County Public High Schools. To find out more, visit mcpss.com.
We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. Al Wheaton along with the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow. Quite an interesting first half. 29-24 is our score. Coach Arrow, the trees were out, but I can't really say they had that much of an effect on the ball game tonight.
Well, they protected the hole very well. They gave the opportunity for Theodore not to be able to get to the hole and score, so they did do that. But as far as the movement, these are two well-coached teams.
Yeah.
The reason why it's close like this, and that Theodore, they're taking care of the ball good. They're not getting intimidated by going in there. They're still going in there. But the bottom line is they're running their offense to perfection.
They are.
And cutting to the hole. And the ones with the ball are finding them for layups.
All right, let's take a look at our stats here from the first half to get an idea of how this game is truly playing out. As you can see, Theodore on top, 29-24. Look at the field goals, 15 for 24. 24 shots for Williamson, only 11 dropping. And the free throws, do not let that deceive you. Theodore 1 for 1. Williamson only 1 for 2. That's what I have. Rebounding, no surprise with Williamson on top, 14-11 with the rebound.
I tell you what, if I'm coaching Theodore, I'm very happy that we're that close on
You're
rebounds.
right.
I'm very happy. If it stays like that, they're going to be in good shape. The turnovers, 4-3, so that's what's making it a game. The block shots, 8 block shots by Williamson. There's college coaches that wish they could have 8 block shots in a game.
They're going to have double-digit block shots tonight. No surprise with the three-pointers. Theodore 1 for 2 and Williamson 1 for 5. These aren't two really big three-point shooting teams for the most part. They're going to get most of their baskets down low, easy 2-point field goal.
And you know, so far, we've had games before where there was 33 shot.
Right.
But in the games that we've done, there's been like 8 to 12 threes shot in the game. So I'm glad to see that, because that distance out there, both of these teams are well coached, where we always tell our players, get and catch the ball where you can be successful shooting, not just shooting.
Get the most high percentage shot. Big shout outs to our statisticians tonight, Matt Moore and China Powell, for compiling the numbers. We'll take another break and come back in a bit and bring you third quarter. Man, it's Tuesday Night Hoops. It's getting good right here at Williamson. Don't move.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Kressel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students, who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb Southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best, Team MCPSS.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our four-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the early warning truancy program. Failure to attend the early warning truancy program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops on MCPSS TV. Theodore on top, 29-24 as we approach the third quarter. Coach Arrow, let's get up your arrows, targets. Let's revisit them, see if these teams did what they needed to do as you predicted. Let's see if some of those predictions came true tonight.
Yeah, for Theodore, the question was answered. Did they put behind them the 2 double overtime losses in a row and show up ready to play tonight? That's put to bed. They did do that. They must play big. I think overall they're doing what they have to equal the size inside by making them go outside. They're having to guard their people, Theodore people outside, which is bringing them away from the goal, which is really good. They're playing physical. As far as Williamson, I think that they've contained pretty much Houston Cunningham. Bush is done. They're not quite scoring like they have been. But there's another half, and the other thing is that the 3 bigs are blocking shots, but they're having to do the extra things too. Which is going to wear them out and get them outside.
You said Williamson with 8 block shots so far in the contest. So we shall see. I think it's going to be, it'll definitely be double digits before the game's over.
Did it seem like a half to you? It seemed like
I
we
told
just
you,
started.
It went pretty quick, Coach Arrow. I told you. I can't believe it. It's the third quarter already, but I'm not going to complain.
The 3 good things has to happen for a team, for a good game. Number 1, good coaching. Number 2, good players playing hard. And number 3, good officiating. I don't say that very often. But tonight, all 3 of those so far has kicked in.
Both teams with their starting 5 on the floor for Williamson. Jonathan Johnson, LaQuince McCants, Silas Evans, Mikael Bonner, Corian Hawthorne, Coleman. And for Theodore, their starting crew back on the floor, Javier Harris, Cam Hill, Travis Davis, Houston Cunningham, and J.J. Bush. And we are off to play here in the third quarter. Good wide shot there of the folks in attendance here at Williamson. A lot of folks from the Bobcat Nation came up Highway 90 to this game.
Williamson come out in 2-3 zone, guard in the middle. See, in that first game, they didn't have anybody in that middle. Bush is right there in the middle. I wish he'd break there and not stand there. He needs to break to get open.
Yeah, Coach Griffin has made some adjustments.
That's that middle. Now backside. There you go.
Pops it over to Houston Cunningham with the head fake. He's going to draw the foul.
The head fake got him up in the air. Foul. Nice job. Good ball. Catch it one side, reverse it to the other side. Perfect.
Foul on LaQuince McCants, his first team foul against Williamson.
I tell you what, this is fun to watch good high school basketball.
No doubt about it. Theodore 4-3 on the season. Last season went 19-12, lost to Lanier in the regionals. Don't let that 4-3 record fool you. Just like Travis Davis said, don't be fooled. Look at the 3 from me. they've been in some competitive ball games. They upset Baker, and then, as you said, took them to double overtime and lost this past Friday.
Houston had 33 points when they beat them, and then he had 24 when they got beat. I didn't check. I don't know how many he has up to now, but he's been held down pretty good.
That foul on Cam Hill, his first.
If they keep working the ball like they're doing against Williamson's 2-3 zone, they're not going to be in that zone very long.
Corey and Hawthorne Coleman at the line shooting 2. He's a 69.6% free throw shooter. Misses that first one.
The pause as you shoot a free throw.
The pause, that's what it is.
He just came straight up and shot it, never found the goal. Take your time, young man. Come to the classroom.
Kind of shooting a line drive there, Coach.
Well, it looked like half of them were wanting to press and the other half didn't know to press.
Right.
Okay, they've gone back man-to-man. I didn't think they'd stay in that zone very long.
Switched already on Theodore's second possession here in the third quarter.
See what Theodore's done now. They've spread it, making those big kids go outside.
Taking them out of their comfort zone. Back to Cunningham. He's going to drive the lane, probably going to try to shoot this, and picks up the, no, not a foul. Tie up possession, the jump ball goes to Williamson.
Penetrating just a little bit too much. He's making 2 take. There's some pitch guys on the backside. But, hey, he's getting aggressive, and that'll help him.
We had an issue with the game clock, so we're back in action. Johnson down to Evans, the turnaround jumper.
And they
Easy
haven't
two.
been doing that. They haven't been doing that.
They have not. Maybe that's something Coach Griffin talked about in the locker room with him. I mean, the kid's 6'8". I mean, come on.
Hey, if they keep doing that, they're going to have to front him and help from the backside.
Pressure pays off on McCants as he gets the steal. They're going to call offensive goaltending. Jonathan King saying the basket, no, wave it off. Interference.
What's the call? Did he call offensive goal? I never saw a sign.
He called it. I saw the players trying to stay off of the rim, but I think one of them may have touched it.
Think
possibly.
so?
Yep.
Is that from your angle?
From my angle.
Okay.
I wouldn't dispute that call. Official King there.
Sure did look like it.
But he was a long way away from the basket, speaking of angles. Cunningham decides not to pull the 3, goes for the Euro. He's stripped and stolen by Jonathan Johnson. Another. Here it is, the alley-oop. No, does not pay off for Silas Evans. Saved by Mikael Bonner. McCann says, I'll do the work. Just let me shoot the 3. And a quick timeout call by Chinson Griffin. 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Tuesday Night Hoops.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
And that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are chronically absent are more likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
We are back with Tuesday Night Hoops. I thought the lid was going to come off the place, Coach Arrow, if Silas Evans had thrown down that alley-oop, but he did not complete it. But the 3 right there from McCants saved him.
Yeah, he thought about it. And that's what turnovers will do for you. Theodore's come down and turned the ball over twice, and they went down. Williamson went down and scored on both of them. That's the way to lose a lead quickly.
Right.
Now Williamson's coming out full court pressure. Generally, it's probably been before man-to-man. Let's see if they, yes, man-to-man. They might be trapping.
J.J. Bush tried to kick it out to Travis Davis, stolen. Williamson on the move. McCants with another jumper. Buries it.
That's 3 turnovers, 3 scores.
And just like that, we are tied.
We got a game, young man.
At 32. I can see that Cunningham is trying to make something happen for Theodore. That's an easy turnover. J.J. Bush just threw it away. Coach Roebling says, I want to talk about it. He's going to take a 30-second timeout as well, as we're tied at 32. We'll take a quick 30-second break as well and bring you more MCPSS Tuesday Night Hoops. Don't move.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope. There's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
Out of the timeout, Coach Roebling sends his 5 back on the floor. He wanted to talk about it, try to get them on the same page here. As you said, Coach Errol, 3 turnovers, 3 scores for Williamson, and we're tied up that quick.
That was a good timeout by Coach Roebling.
Jonathan Johnson in and out. Silas Evans with the putback.
No, Coach Roebling doesn't like that.
Pressure defense from Williamson. J.J. Bush finds Houston Cunningham. That shot blocked.
Another block shot.
By Jonathan Johnson. We told you the trees are here. McCants is feeling it. That's his second three-pointer here in the third quarter.
I tell you what, they've got the trees, but the little man has done it all. McCants, he's really scoring well out there.
Lions up by 5. Theodore trying to find himself. They're running all over the floor. Johnson drops it in, and the lid is off here at Williamson as J.J. Bush complains to the official. Cunningham, he's going to go to the lane and loses it. Turnover. Williamson basketball. Coach Roebling can't believe it.
That's 6 turnovers since second half started for Theodore.
The intensity is definitely turned up here from this Williamson Lions team. McCants throws it down. Shot blocked by J.J. Bush. Easy putback for Silas Evans. Bush still joined with the official. He might want to calm it before they tee him up. Stolen. And the lid truly comes off as Corian Hawthorne Coleman goes into the upper room. Timeout, Theodore. Look at the replay as Hawthorne Coleman throws it down. 30-second timeout. Coach Roebling's got to talk about it. Coach Arrow, what do you say in a situation like this?
You know, what they've done, they've cut off the head of the monster. Between Cunningham and Bush, they haven't been scoring. They've taken away their 2 leading scorers, and that's why they've got the lead. With the help of Theodore, that's 5 turnovers this half.
Something you talked about in your Arrows targets contain Cunningham and Bush. You talked about it.
And they've done that. They've done that. Well, we're going to see, you know, Coach Roebling, he'll get these guys together, but the bottom line is when it gets down to this situation, your studs, the cream's got to come to the top. You know, Bush and Cunningham, they got to say, all right, enough. They need to get that team together out there at midcourt, and instead of Coach Roebling bringing it, they need to get together as a team.
Bobcats trying to overcome some adversity right now. Down 11 points. The game has turned on a dime.
Williamson's tasting blood. They showed full court pressure. Now they're backing up.
Something we talked about in the girls' game. This is a critical point. You don't want the game to get out of hand by any means. J.J. Bush says, I'll take it over myself as he goes to the hole and is fouled.
They were running their offense really good. They stopped running their offense and getting easy buckets. They're holding the ball. They're standing around more than what they did the first half. What got them the lead and the good play, they're not doing now.
Mikael Bonner picks up his first foul. J.J. Bush at the line shoots 66%. And the crowd gives it to him right there.
I thought Coach Griffin has done a really good job at substituting, getting their play in. They're playing about probably 8 or 9 guys, and I don't know if nice shot. And I don't know if Theodore's playing that many of getting quality time from their substitutes,
right,
like Williamson is.
Coy and Hawthorne Coleman penetrate jumper, no good. Bush with the rebound. Draws another foul, says I'm going to take it over myself.
I know Coach Rowland thought that some of those should have been fouls a while back. Now they've gotten some.
Called that one on Silas Evans. That's Evans, just his first foul, Coach. So Williamson really doesn't have anyone in foul trouble right now.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised here in a second or so, Coach Rowling try a three-quarter trap defense, put a little pressure, see how that works.
Bush hits both of his free throws. Quince McCants has had the hot hand here in the third quarter. Hit 2 threes and a jumper outside of the paint. Put up 8 points just by himself.
He's really turned it around. All that size is inside is nice, but you got to have good guard.
The Euro, and they're going to call a foul as McCants drove into the lane. Jacoby Dubose picks up his second. Foul on the floor, so non-shooting foul. Someone left Silas Evans wide open.
I think Bush down there got caught looking at the ball and his man slipped right behind him.
Yep. 10-point lead here for the Lions.
Coach Griffin's got his guys executing really well on offense and guarding that hole on defense.
J.J. Bush trying to direct traffic here. Going to take it himself. Kicks over to Travis. They work it over. That three, no good. Houston Cunningham, Johnny on the spot with the easy putback.
And that's not too many second shots that they've got. Williamson's done a great job of limiting them to one shot.
Right.
Boy, it's fun to see a game. I hate to almost say it, without a lot of turnovers.
McCants trying to draw some action. He's going to get caught in the air, traveling, double dribble. Pick one, Coach. It's a turnover.
Yeah. Down and up, it's a turnover.
Theodore did not fall for it. Looks like last possession here will go to the Bobcats.
See if they can get a good shot.
Try to cut back into this lead some more. J.J. Bush stuck in the paint, no man's land. They've got to shoot it, got to get it up. And they missed the opportunity. So Williamson is going to take the lead into the fourth quarter, 45-37. Boy, that third quarter was something else. Don't move.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
MCPSS Tuesday Night Hoops. And don't forget to mark your calendar, parents. I'm pretty sure the little ones have told you Christmas break is coming up. The countdown, in our household, we call it wake-ups. So I think, let's see, 5, there are 8 more wake-ups remaining. Christmas break, December 23rd through January 3rd. No schools for the kids, the teachers off as well. Make sure you have a safe holiday time. And the kids returning January the 6th, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, they don't get to go to school some more.
January the 6th is when the kids will return. So parents, make sure you mark that calendar. If not, little Johnny and little Susie, they'll tell you real quick.
We hope that everybody
next week.
We hope that everybody has a safe Christmas, happy holidays.
Absolutely.
It's a fun time of the year, and I hope all the families are going to have their family together and be able to have some fun.
Time is counting down to the Christmas break and counting down here for Theodore as we're in the fourth quarter. Down 8 points, trying to put something together to get back in the ball game. J.J. Bush from the top of the key, the 3 no good. Look at Dante Bush hustling on the floor. And they're going to say it's out on Theodore. So it'll be a turnover on the play.
That's great effort by Bush.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to dive on that thing 4 feet just to come close to getting it.
Cam Hill checks in for Theodore.
Theodore doesn't have the movement of the ball that they had in the first half. They're not passing the ball around here, down picking, and then coming around and cutting to the hole. They're standing around a little bit more than what they did.
Looks like more moisture on the floor in the area where the player was deemed out of bounds. So we have an official's timeout right here. Coach Chinson Griffin is run to the locker room. I think he's going to either get the push sweeper or a towel or something, as the officials are trying to clean up this wet spot on the far side of the floor.
We don't want anybody to get hurt late in the game.
No, you do not.
Yeah, those wet spots can do exactly that.
And it can happen, as we talked about it. It's a bit muggy here in the gym. I've seen a few fans fanning themselves. I've been doing it myself. There's Coach Griffin with a bunch of towels or something he's going to try to bring out. So they can address this issue.
I think both coaches have done a really good job of calling timeouts when they needed to call timeouts for whatever they're getting their teams together. I think the substitutions that have come in for Williamson has given more points and more ability to score than possibly Theodore. But this has been a heck of a game. Got 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's just keep this a great game like it's been.
Hawthorne Coleman running point right now. All tipped out of Silas Evans' hands. J.J. Bush to Houston Cunningham. You know that combo. That equals 2.
Great. Defense scores points. Now, let's see if they can get another stop, get back in this thing. Going to be up to Williamson to take care of the ball. No turnovers. That's what got Theodore in trouble with the turnovers.
McCants trying to fake out Roberson. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Oh, my goodness.
It all started with he did a hesitation move out front, got to the hole, got a step on him.
Foul on the play. I think they're going to get Dante Bush with that push down low. That's his first foul. Quince McCants has just come to life here in the second half. Averages 13 points per game, so he's pretty much close to hitting his average. Almost got a steal right there.
I have 11 to 5 in turnovers, 11 for Theodore. And they just came back to back. I mean, bam, bam, bam. they're getting a little bit more emotion in their offense.
Harris tried to squeeze it down to Bush. Look at Houston Cunningham. That shot was pure. The three from Cunningham.
I think that's the most passes that they've done to open up that middle. Then the outside came open.
Leeds cut to 5. Look at Silas Evans. Shot no good. Cunningham tried to go for another one. McCants all in his face, gets the steal. Wow. He definitely plays larger than his 5'9" frame.
He holds all that together.
Jonathan Johnson going to put his 3 up, no good. J.J. Bush on the move, hustling for that rebound. Doesn't have the numbers, but he's got the size and can't get the bucket. And you know what Silas Evans is about to do? Throws it down.
All started with intimidation down here.
That's
then
right.
Set up to take a charge, and then the home run.
Cunningham to Bush. Get it back over to Harris. J.J. Bush, he's not afraid to go down there with the trees. Picks up the foul.
I'm going to make a prediction of the next time out. I think Coach Griffin's going to have a little talk with his 3 bigs. For the last 3 or 4 possessions, the bigs have come down and taken outside shots. They've stopped hanging around that bucket.
Right.
And none of them went in.
I think that foul assist to Dante Bush, his second. Shot right there, Chinson Griffin. In his 13th season of coaching overall, he's been a head coach at Fruitdale, Hillcrest, Evergreen, Bryant, and now at Williamson. So he definitely has some experience in the coaching ranks.
I'm going to tell you what, he came into a hostile area. It was great to have all these starters back.
Yeah.
That's like going in and taking Coach Saban's place.
Hey, folks want playing time, Coach. You right about that.
And they're going to get just even better and better as they buy into the new coach's philosophy and them working the plays and the defenses together. And so is Theodore. They're going to get better and better too. What a great game we've had.
McCants works them on one side, drives them on the other side, gets the easy lay-in.
See, Harris was all set up to take the charge, and he bailed out.
Cunningham with the 3. It's pure again. His shot is so pretty, Coach Era.
He is. I tell you what, there's a lot of players in this area because of the portal are not getting recruited like they should be, and I think he's one of them.
He just stole that one, trying to create something for the Bobcats. Nice hesitation, Cam Hill.
It's back.
Tried to pick up the foul. And just like that, Theodore has squeezed into the lead.
Oh.
Almost stolen once again, but a quick timeout called by Chinson Griffin. Coach Roebling can't believe it because he said they didn't have possession of the ball. I thought there was no possession because the ball was in the air as well, but they grant the timeout. We'll take a break right quick and come back. Bring you more Tuesday Night Hoops. You're watching MCPSS TV.
Each month, more than 90 guns are reported stolen from unlocked vehicles, creating the potential of serious injury or death.
Lock it up.
Many violent acts and crimes are committed with stolen guns.
Lock it up.
According to ATF, stolen guns pose a substantial threat to public safety.
Lock it up.
Be responsible. Take time to record your handgun serial number and secure it from thieves. Lock it up.
Lock it up for me.
We are back here at Williamson High School. Great contest tonight. Theodore versus Williamson in this out-of-area matchup. Timeout was granted to Williamson. Coach Roebling did not like it at all, disputed the call, but the officials did grant the timeout. 51-47 is our score. Under 4 minutes to play here It's been a good ball game, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this game. It's 12-6 in turnovers, and that's the difference in the game right now. There's another
easy lay-in for the Williamson Lions there. Kobe Dubose on a mismatch with Silas Evans. Look at the height differential between those two. They work it over to Javier Harris. His shot no good. Good rebound by Cam Hill. They pressure him and get the steal, and that's going to be a double dribble against Silas Evans. I think he had good intentions with it, Coach, but he forgot to let that ball go.
Yeah.
Poor fella.
See, is there good intention turnovers and bad intention turnovers?
He did have good intentions with it. Quick three, no good. Lead is 6 for the Lions.
Two and a half minutes to go in the ball game. This thing's going to go down to the wire. Whoever plays the best defense in this series, nice pass.
LaQuince McCants just drops it in. Nice dime dish right there by Corian Hawthorne Coleman. J.J. Bush down low. McCants wants to travel, but they're going to call a foul on McCants. That's his second.
I thought he was going to call traveling. Coach Roebling was right there to get up. So I'm glad he didn't call traveling.
You're talking about losing a lid. I think Coach Roebling would have lost it then. Look at J.J. Bush on the block.
Good, strong move.
Yep, easy call right there. Picks up the foul against Mikael Bonner, his second.
You know, as a coach, you like to see toughness in kids, whether it be mental, physical. Yesterday, Cunningham wasn't at school because he was sick. They weren't even sure if he was going to play today. And he shows up here to play, if not the whole game, pretty much the whole game. And I'm sure some of the other players, the other day, I called Coach Roebling, and he was under the weather.
Right.
So it's that time of the year, the tough kids are going to shake it off and put in what they got to do.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach. I've been kind of getting over some things myself there, trying to get back in the game. Yeah, I lost my voice Friday night doing the game at Bishop State, so I understand.
I'm going for my flu shot tomorrow.
Go get it, buddy. Go get it. Bush 1 of 2 from the free throw line there.
It's getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
Theodore's going to have to make some decisions.
Theodore's trapping out of that man-to-man.
No shot clock here, so Williamson can take all the time they want. Oh, Mikael Bonner with the jam for the Lions.
Very nice patience. Very nice patience.
Cunningham with the floater, no good. Bonner secures a rebound.
The other thing, too, there's nobody going to the offensive boards right now. You know, whether they're tired or whatever, but Theodore doesn't have anybody going to the offensive boards. And in this situation here, you've got to get some offensive boards, putbacks, fouls, and then you got to go down and play some good defense.
J.J. Bush picks up his third foul. McCants trying to get across the timeline. The Bobcats trying to hit him on the wrist somewhere to get the foul.
I don't think Coach Griffin liked that shot. There was no reason to take that shot.
A lot of the fans didn't like that selection right there either. 1 minute to play here. Theodore's trying to pull off some threes, and there's a quick timeout call by Coach Philip Roebling.
I think that's all of his. He had to take those 2 or 3 when they were turning the ball over.
57-51 is our score. It's a 2-possession game here for Williamson.
Well, the bottom line is when they have the ball, whoever has the ball, they're going to have to be able to come down. If it's Williamson, they're going to have to be patient with the ball. They can't come down and jack a couple shots. They're going to get in trouble. Whereas Theodore has to come down and play solid defenses with no second shots.
Right.
If somebody drives, there's got to be help from the backside.
Theodore has 3 fouls to give here, only committed 1 team foul, so you know they're going to be trying to foul.
He's thinking like a coach now.
Well, the numbers don't lie at this point, Coach Arrow.
There you go.
You're within 2 possessions, so you're trying to maximize what you can do to get yourself into the game.
I think we ought to help you get a coaching job. You have to find out how much NIL money the school has.
Yeah, that's right. I need to get my NIL to negotiate. See, now you're thinking like a coach. How much is it going to take you to come
in today's world, you better.
That's right. You are right about that. 56.2 seconds remaining. Shot of Philip Roebling right there, head coach for Theodore. Unlike the ladies, he's going to travel to Fairhope this Thursday to play, and then he's going to host Davidson this Friday night. Williamson hosting McGill this Friday, and then next week they'll be hosting Blunt as well. So Williamson kind of on a home spree here, homestand rather. McCants just running around doing his best Harlem Globetrotters impersonation. I don't know if he called it on Bush or Cunningham.
I think it was Cunningham.
It was just the second team foul. Bobcats have 2 more to give. So Coach Roebling is putting in the defense and takes Cunningham out.
There needs to be some acting going on. Somebody needs to try and take a charge on the inbound pass.
They surround Silas Evans. Quick foul right there. Third team foul, so 1 more to give before a shooting opportunity will come up for Williamson. Back to Evans, another quick one.
They need to be checking who's the worst free throw shooters there are. And foul them.
Next foul will put Williamson at the line shooting 2.
They double teaming McCann so he can't get, well, they got him almost in the bathroom over there.
Yeah, I mean, he's a leading scorer. He kind of drives the team. You got to keep your eyes on him. Oh, he faked out J.J. Bush.
He's out of bounds.
And they left the inbounds player free. And you get the foul, but unfortunately, it's an and 1 opportunity as Jacoby Dubose picks up his 3rd foul. And that's going to send Mikael Bonner to the line shooting.
What a great effort. The enforcer went up and got his own shot and put it in and got fouled. He's a workhorse. Coach Griffin is right. He is an enforcer. When he's out there, he puts together what he has to. He don't mind backing down from the big uns either. That's sort of Southern too, Biggins.
But you're right. You notice I didn't say anything weird because that's where we are in the South.
There you go.
Free throw missed. So you can expect Theodore to try to get, oh no, ripped by Corian Hawthorne Coleman. And he throws it back, brings it back from behind his head. And the crowd goes wild. That'll pretty much seal the deal here. Another dunk from Corian Hawthorne Coleman. And that pretty much brings down the roof, Coach Arrow. As Williamson is going to secure this win tonight. Officials trying to clear the floor. Crowd is going wild here. And they let the clock run out. That's the ball game. 63-51. Look how quickly it turned, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, quickly. McCants, as far as I'm concerned, gets the game ball. There's no question he made things happen out there for the whole team.
He brought the energy, and especially in the third quarter when he hit those 2 threes and dropped that 2, captured 8 points, and the game flipped just like that.
Just like that. And the thing is, he did it offensively and defensively. But the game was lost, and it was a great game. And I know Coach Roebling is down, not down, but he feels bad that they didn't win the game.
Right.
Coach Griffin's got to be happy the way his guys executed. This team's got a chance to go a long way with the size that they have with McCants. He's got to hold that team together. He's got to take them on his back. Not the biggins take him on. He's got to take him on his back.
And he's just 5'9", but he plays above his 5'9" frame. As you can see, the energy and exuberance he brings onto the floor. He kind of inspires his teammates.
Yeah, there is. In today's world, it's a guards game.
Yeah.
You can have 10, 6'10s, but if you don't have guards, those guys will never get the ball.
Take a look at the stats from the ball game. We'll get those up for you here right now. And you can see not very many free throws shot tonight. The rebound advantage, only 4 rebounds for Williamson more than Theodore, Coach Aaron.
Yeah, it stands out there, but the bottom line is it was a good, close game. Turnovers killed it. They either had, I think they had 6 straight turnovers, or maybe 1 or 2 possessions, and they were up. They were up.
And Williamson shooting almost about 50%, 26 for 46. Right now, let's bring in Coach Chinson Griffin. Congratulations on the win, Coach. That's your 9th win of the season. What happened coming out of halftime? It's like you guys flipped the switch.
Man, we just played with a little bit more energy. You know, we gambled a little bit, and it paid off. Did a little reason. Theodore turned the ball over a little bit, which is uncharacteristic of them. Which is what we good at right now is getting in transition. Just, you know, still trying to figure stuff out, man. We got a very athletic group, very rambunctious group, as you can see. But it's just, you know, we able to get a run, and they play with energy. I'm trying to get them to play with that energy all season, but hopefully that'll help us turn the corner a little bit down the road.
Coach, if I was you, I'd take McCants home and be sure, tuck him in bed, get him a good night's sleep, because he makes your team go. You can have the biggins, they did a great job for you, but he did it. He guarded out front. He kept, y'all did a great job on Cunningham and Bush, both of them. And those guards had a lot to do with it. Your bigs, you've got a chance. If they keep developing like they're developing, good things are going to happen for you at the end.
I totally agree, man. Like you said, LaQuince McCants, man, he really had that stamp on the game toward the end of the game, man. We were trying to feed the inside, and it worked like 2 times in a row. But then, you know, 2 possessions later, it didn't work, and we just split the floor and let Quince get downhill and make those plays inside the paint. Man, he did a great job. He almost gave me a heart attack on one shot he took late on in the game. I get on him about that, but man, he's fearless, man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Well, enjoy the win, my man. Go home and get ready for the next one.
I'll try.
There you go. Congratulations, Coach Griffin.
Right.
They're going to be hosting Philip Murphy and McGill Tulin Friday, so that should be a good ball game for them as well. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Williamson gets the win. For our statisticians, Matt Moore and China Powell. For Coach Arrow, I'm Al Wheaton, thanking you for joining us for Tuesday Night Hoops. But guess what? We're coming back again to the Lions Den next week. Blunt's coming to town. Now that's going to be a real good game, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, I tell you what, these good teams are playing tough competition back to back to back. This is the 3rd hard game for the Theodore Bobcats, and the same thing now for Williamson.
All right, we appreciate you joining us. We'll catch you next Tuesday for more Tuesday Night Hoops. Have yourself a great week.